build a franchise.
Welcome into my surprise pop-up show. That's right. Whenever I end the show a little bit, you can almost guarantee that later on in the day I'm going to feel bad and run another show. Like clockwork almost. Great to see you guys. Usually I like to run our Saturday morning shows, so like 1 or 2 o'clock Eastern. I ended around 11:30, 12 today, and I've just been sitting there all day like, man, I miss my turtle friends.
This meant adapting the turtles for kids. Something that
perfect. I love that perfect timing.
Even with the cartoons.
So I figured I was chilling in the Discord chatting it up, and I figured, well, I'm sitting in the Discord chatting for the last hour, checking out dude's collection, Jedi's collection in there, which I'm embarrassed to say I don't know what his whatnot username is, but anyway, welcome back, Mirage Box. Thanks for getting that stuff this morning. It'll be out first thing in the morning Monday for you.
Join me today as we explore.
But I think I got everything that you had pre-bids on.
Storm that took over the world. In this 4th episode.
Of course. And for supporting the show, you know, I don't know if you were thinking you might have been gone by the time I was running this morning, but I'm going to throw in some extra stuff for you. I appreciate you supporting the show, man. And you have great taste in books, by the way. You picked out some real winners.
It's been a valuable source for these videos. Now, let's get back to our history series. The Turtles' journey to the big screen started in 1985 when New World Pictures...
Yeah, I've got some cool stuff picked out for you. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for supporting the show.
Duo didn't want their creation cheapened with guns.
But feel free to come here and hang out anytime, whether you're shopping or not. We're always just chilling, talking turtles over here. Yeah, she's a beaut. She's a beaut. I think it's pretty cool, the whole reproduction thing. Wait, Kodiak, have you seen that documentary? The quick little documentary about those books? If not, I could throw it on. We watched it the other day, but I'd be happy to watch it again. It's a cool little documentary. You know, Ralph, the owner of Jetpack Comics, was there when they were doing the printing and stuff. Yeah, Rich Horn is the guy who did that. He's the guy who I meant to ask him. He wasn't at Free Comic Book Day, but next time I see him, I meant to ask him where he actually got those. Did he get them on eBay? The negatives? Okay, you did see it. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. I'm always looking for an excuse to watch that again. But yeah, not many of these came out. Like, I got 2 graded myself. I have the one you see there and the Jetpack Comics exclusive, which was black and white. I got those graded. Mine came out 9.6. It's pretty tough even with these ones to get a 9.8 just because of the printing process. Like, they just don't come off the line perfect. All right, you don't gotta tell me twice. Let's watch it. Let's see if I found it. It should be in my search history, hopefully. Reproduction. Their TMNT reproduction. Let's see if they... Here we go. Oh, Brad, I'm so glad to hear that. And, of course, my friend, thanks for all your support. You deserve that bonus. I really appreciate you, man. Truly. I hope you enjoy. I'm so glad to hear you enjoyed the stuff. And let me know if this is too loud or not loud enough, guys. It's about this book here, the 40th anniversary reproduction of #1. Reproduced from the original negatives. And, well, I'll shut up. You can watch the thing. You don't need to hear it from me.
Why I'm like this? I like being that guy that has recorded and kept the history safe. Like
it's a 300 on the last slab. I don't have much wiggle room on that one. Pretty much everything else in my inventory I do. But the way that these were made, a deal had to be made with Paramount. I won't get too far into it, but there's a lot of hands in the pie on those books. So unfortunately, I don't have any wiggle room on that 9.8. But if you'd like me to run it again, just let me know. Wait, what do you mean new TMNT Batman? Are they coming out with another TMNT Batman? Like 4? I know they were coming out with TMNT Batman 4, but...
I definitely would consider myself an archivist.
Of course, I'll answer any question ever. Feel free to come here and ask turtle stuff and leave. People do that all the time.
But I'd almost think of it more of like a curator.
I did?
Museum.
I don't think I've listed anything recently, my man. Maybe we just missed it last time. Well, let me know if there's anything you want me to pull for you.
Turtles comic book since Ninja Turtles #1.
Maybe I did list some new ones at some
when
point.
I was a kid, I was very detail oriented.
I thought you picked up the ones that you needed, though.
To be organized.
I actually still have some of the Eastman ones. I need to like. I've got to do a bunch of relisting. I've sold a bunch of stuff, and like I need to relist. Like, so I've got more of the 1 in 50 Eastman exclusives. I'll stop talking over this. Sorry, guys.
I have thousands and thousands of comic books. That the cover artwork was just.
I'm trying to think of what new Batman TMNT I put in there. You know better than I do, though, man. I guess. It's just funny to say.
Sure I know where everything is. Like bag and board, every comic book, front to back, stacked. Maybe about 25 to 30 footballs inside the magazine. Wrapped all comics and album wrap inside. Put packing payments on every comic, and then I stack those inside.
Yeah, let me know if there's any books you want me to pull for the Batman TMNT. You can pre-bid it. I can run it. Whatever works. No big deal, though.
Back in the 80s.
I know I listened to Blank recently. There's the Batman Advent, but that was the Batman Adventures.
They would print photographs, and the original negatives for TMNT #1 surfaced online. No one really.
I do have a little bit. I'll show you what I got.
When the negatives came to me, I knew they were special. You could tell exactly what historical.
Let me take a look here.
These were the original negatives that were used to plate the 40 body pages of the first and second.
I usually sell out of those pretty quick, but I think I've got a few Power Ranger ones left. Let me take a look.
It was pretty apparent when I took them out of the box. Like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. But I also knew how fragile they were. There were pieces of them falling off as I was taking them out of the box.
So
I felt like it was my responsibility to take care of them.
I've got this. I figure I should probably just bring this to your attention to start. That's the Eastman Virgin. It's graded 9.8. I do have the figures, the complete set of the figures. If
so just like with any,
you're interested in the Batman, I'm sorry, the Power Rangers TMNT figures, like I said, I've got all of those, including the Green Ranger Shredder.
Once I got the negatives and the comics spread out to compare,
I thought I had a couple little
imperfections and variations on the pages of the printed books. So we took a closer look at the negatives to see if they might have caused these variations. When negatives were used to plate the printing,
I thought I had another Power Rangers too.
Red lithographer's tape to mask or clean up imperfections in the layout. The cool thing about the first two printings of issue #1 is that they missed a few of these tiny areas, resulting in light leaks where you can see marks outside the page mount. The most obvious example of this is on page 29, where a strip of red lithographer's tape covers a line of actual artwork on the negative. And that resulted in a missing line in the first two.
And I have, this is a #1 for Power Rangers Turtles 2. It's a Red Ranger cover.
I began to find irregularities throughout the finished comic.
Oh, the Setorito. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have them in that sort of format.
When it comes down to it, the smoking gun is on page 29. If there's no line on the edge, you have a first or a second printing.
Awesome. Yeah, and I'm happy to show stuff regardless of whether or not you guys are buying it, talk about stuff. And you guys know, or you'll find out.
As soon as I got medicated,
I'm more of a fan than a retailer, which is good and bad, but I just like hanging out with you guys, frankly. What slab do you want to sell, or do you want to buy Kodiak?
What if we could?
You want to play? What do you want to pay? I know how much you love that game.
This wouldn't be a.
You want the 40th?
This is a reprint to say we're doing it.
Yeah, man. Like it's gonna be sad.
Same kind of paper,
to see it go.
Techniques.
Are you sure you want it? You know what I mean? You sure you want it?
Hey, first technical problem.
It's a beautiful slab.
That's the emotion side. I think there's an aspect of documenting one of the largest.
That's true. You guys could definitely cut into my. I get in trouble. You guys use a coupon, but you are obviously free to use them. I'm just joking.
40 years next year in the business, and
I would not crack this if I were you, but it's up to you guys.
When you look at these and you look at how they're taped and how they're arranged.
Oh yeah, you had to know what you were doing. I mean, I'm very, very happy with that.
Super cool. All the lettering was done on the page. All the
Oh,
effects
Mirage
were on
Box
the
is
page.
in.
This is the closest true version to the original art you'll see. It was our first comic.
And there it goes.
This was actually going through the process.
But it'd be so sad to see it go.
Our first
Well, congratulations, man. That is yours now.
I've not seen these
A 9.8 copy of this.
process since that time, almost 40 years ago.
There you go.
Really cool. This is the one with the red tape.
I do that. You forget how fragile
It's beautiful, and it will come in like the regular CGC bag as well. And I'll combine it with your other order, so you don't have to. You know, it won't be shipping 2 different packages.
I am so far beyond the normal comic geek. This is at a level of
Some people call it slap cracker. Well, thanks, Mirage Box. I really appreciate the support. Like I said, I'm the worst. I'm sad to see stuff go, but at the same time, like I know it's going to a good home. You got some really good stuff. Oh, hold on, my dog is struggling. Sweetie, I'll help. Here you go, baby. There you go. You're under the blanket now.
In so long. I mean, the smell of newsprint, like that is turtles.
Well,
I think by reprinting this,
I've been thinking about putting my 9.6 on.
original production process.
So you may see that in the future. I don't know that we'll see another 9.8 though.
It's the copy of it. And this feels
Mirage Box, that's totally cool, dude. Even if even if you were reselling, it's a-okay, man. Like I always like to quote, I'm not in business to put other people in business, but at the end of the day, like whatnot's a totally different animal. Like I don't mind helping sellers out here, and I have helped sellers out here a lot, just because, if they're good people, why not? But absolutely, Mirage, I really appreciate it, and you can thank Jetpack Comics for that opportunity too. They I went up there for Free Comic Book Day, and I came back with a ton of inventory, and that was probably the coolest thing I brought back. So congratulations to you, man. I really hope you enjoy that. Like I said, they didn't come off the line 9.8s, so it's really tough. I know Rich Horn's gotten pretty good at picking them out, but like I looked through to find nice copies for people who had bought some of the Jetpack exclusive. I looked through like cases of those, and like I said, well, you'll see it right here. They just don't come off the line perfect.
Completionist, as if there's something to complete. But any collector knows you're never complete. You're never done.
I was curious, like, so Rich One, this guy here, there's a guy who recently got the Guinness World Record for biggest Ninja Turtles collection, and I was so surprised that Rich hasn't challenged it, or is it like, hey, wait a second. Because the dude only had like 2,000 something items, I think it was, and I feel like Rich definitely has more than that in comics. Well, that was the, sorry I talked through about a lot of it, but that was the doc there.
So why don't we make this simpler? Your best warrior against mine. Father, you're more than a match for any Phillies.
But yeah, Mirage Box, I appreciate you supporting the show, man. And like I said, this stuff, all your stuff will be out safe and sound on Monday, first thing.
Choose your man to fight.
I'll make sure it ships priority.
Very good. Very, very, very good.
You don't think they count comics for the Guinness? That seems strange to me. Don't you think? Or maybe they would do it like biggest Turtles comic collection as opposed to biggest just Ninja Turtles collection in general, perhaps. Makes sense. Okay. So for volume 4, I've got number 1. I do have wiggle room on it. It's set pretty pricey just because it is a perfect, like, and I don't really say this, like I don't list anything near mint, but I almost listed that near mint. I was gonna get it graded. We can take a look at it together. I can't find a problem with it, like at all. So I do have a volume 4 number 1 if you're interested. Oh, okay. You're in the UK. I think you will be my first. If I'm shipping to the UK, you'll be my first international buyer, other than one dude who like had something shipped to Singapore. But I'm always trying to get people their stuff as quickly as I can, man. So I'll be sure. And where I know that it's going international, it'll be super well packed, double box, all that fun stuff. I'll see what they give me for shipping options. I know priority will be faster for you. It's one of those things like I can't do DHL or anything with this platform.
Mountain Beach, the biggest thing I've ever seen. I want to see away.
Yeah, Mirage, you're right there. My number 32 was given to me by a Mirage employee. I was very fortunate to be at the Free Comic Book Day where it released.
Hi, I'm Layla.
Okay, Mirage, no problem, dude. So I'll do what I can for you. Like I said, I know I used to do when I did worked at another comic operation. I did DHL, and I could get stuff pretty fast to the UK that way. But I'll just do what I can for you. I appreciate you. Yeah, 32 it can be a little rough. If I can try to point you in a direction where someone that might have it. If you're on Facebook, if you follow the page Shellback Artworks, it's an old Mirage employee named Steve Levine. He used to have a store in Wells, Maine, and he finds stuff like that, like in his storage unit and stuff all the time. Like he had some signed 32s. I know, to give you kind of another lead, Jim Lawson. He's on Facebook as well. He had a stack of 31s he was selling last week at Free Comic Book Day in Rochester, New Hampshire. So that's a line on some 31s for you. And then you could reach out to Steve on the Shellback Artworks Facebook page. And I'll kind of put that.
Sun-soaked atrium with mossy splashes of green.
And just ask if he has any. And I put it in the chat for you. Oh, these commercials are killing me. Yeah, absolutely. And if you're in Rich Horn's Facebook group, like the TMNT Collectors Facebook group, Jim Lawson is in there. I don't know how. I think he may have a Facebook page, but if not, you can find him on Facebook. Shoot him a message. I know several of my customers, like Brian and some of the other dudes here, have got stuff from Jim directly. Like you can send stuff for him to sign and whatnot. So, but Shellback Artworks is probably the best lead for you on finding a 32, not on eBay or something like that. And because Steve is so close with Peter Laird, like he has stuff signed by Peter a lot of the time. So you may even be able to find something like that. And I wish you the best of luck. It is. It's really cool. And he's really chill about it too.
To complicate things further, Peter Laird had been
Eric Talbot's really chill as well. I mean, most of the Mirage guys are pretty chill. The only thing to sort of watch out for is AC Farley can have a little bit of a rugged turnaround time. That's all I'll say about that.
Of course, Turtle Mania was
that's why it was cool to be able to go to the show last week and get stuff signed by him, and get that stuff in person. Because, I know someone who's been waiting on a commission from him for quite some time.
Join me today for the 6th episode of History and a Half Show, and what I had to call the revival. Before I dive into this episode, I recommend you read Andrew Farago's book, TMNT, The Ultimate Visual History. It's been a valuable source for these videos. Now, let's get back to our history series. Things had changed from the early days of Turtle Mania. Mirage Studios had a CEO, Gary Richardson, who could help handle the business side of the franchise. With this in mind, Mirage Licensing Inc. assumed responsibility for all licensing rights to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in April 2000, taking them from Surge Licensing and Mark Friedman. In Gary's words, while Surge was one of the best agents in the business, they felt like bringing the property back.
Yeah, I think I've run through all the slides. I kind of got out of order a little bit.
Nurture the property and evaluate creative.
I was gonna run some hardcovers. I usually start with the Jim Lawson signed hardcover, but it's gone.
Evan Eastman still had an ownership interest in the property and the company. So, after some intense negotiations, Peter purchased Kevin's ownership interest.
And for our next show, I may end up listing some pretty heavy stuff, heavy hitters from the PC here. I am downsizing my collection a little bit because I'm going to be moving next month, and then I'll start building it back up. But so you guys might see some stuff that I wouldn't normally
The sale was an opportunity
put up
to
here.
move on to other projects.
I was thinking about listing basically one of my Mylar boxes, which is all really high price
After
stuff.
15
Cool
years
stuff.
with Turtles, Kevin was happy
JT!
and it didn't seem at the time that the Turtles were going anywhere anytime soon. Now as a sole owner, Peter was looking to relaunch the Turtles closer to his vision, weekly on a national TV network.
Yeah, I mean, we could take a. There's a few things that I was thinking about. Let's take a look. I could tease some stuff. Why not? That's fun.
Well, the franchise was
Anything to not have to run bugs, right? Anything to do turtle fandom stuff and not turtle retailer stuff. So I was thinking.
Was initially intended to come out in the mid-90s, but got canceled when Mirage stopped publishing comics in 1995. Its creator,
Body count number one.
Kevin and Tucker Publishing.
Body count trade paperback. This is in a little bit of rough shape though, so I may not even list this. I may list it with lots of disclaimer because the spine is not the best on that one. But we'll see. I usually don't like to list stuff that's like that. This is number 8 remastered, signed and remarked by Steve Levine.
Jim and Eric Talbot began work on a new TMNT volume.
This is the volume 3, number 1. That was a Chicago Comic-Con exclusive.
Kicked off in March, but Peter had some heavy decisions.
This is the color error. That has the cross hatching on the inside, so the error edition of the color.
Within the ideas that Kevin and Peter had. So to figure out what
you want me to blow your mind real quick?
Wasn't for volume 4, Peter decided to leave out most of the guest era and volume 3.
I'm thinking about listing these.
Ruffled some feathers. The most loyal fans were expecting Peter to continue the story started at Image Comics. But Peter couldn't pick up where Gary Carlson left off with the Turtles.
Do you know what these are, anyway?
Finish the story at some point.
And we got more. We got all of them for every series. Been thinking about that. I have doubles of these now. I was able to find basically a run of them. So I was thinking about listing all those. Wrap Bad Moon Rising.
It also meant that Peter had the power to
Thinking about listing this bad girl. We've got 2 of these as well. We were talking about that in the Discord a little earlier. What else we got in here? And then there's some Mirage specials and some stuff like that I was thinking about listing. We've got
And with that in mind, Peter decided
we got this bad girl. This is my worst condition one. So once again, I kind of debate listing things like that or just like keeping them. And then this is a first comics trade. Don't see a whole lot of those floating around these days. You do off and on. But and there's more. I've been trying to. I gotta list this bad girl here. It's cool. It's got a remark on it too. And it's signed by the artist. And the remark is by the artist as well. That one does come with a Jetpack certificate of authenticity as well. Yeah.
This change would end up inspiring future adaptations. Peter continued using duo shades for the book's tone.
Sorry, guys, I gotta catch up on the chat now.
But he later learned how to do them in Photoshop over his inked pages. He would also letter his pages digitally on his Mac. He initially
all right, so that's our tease tonight. What's in the box?
And Eric stepped in as anchor. The next priority was to take the Turtles.
What's up, Turtle Cool? How you doing, dude?
Screen.
Yeah, we did 2 shows today. Yep, that was the Error Color Special. Yep, that was the Error Color Special. You want to know something funny, guys? I also have a graded version of that I might be listing. It's a 9.2. The Leonardo Blindsight number 4 is also an error. I now have an error in the non-error of that, so I'm gonna list one of my errors.
CTI iteration with a target release date.
But yeah, you guys were interested in the color special there. There's a few little condition issues with it, so you guys might not want it.
By the end of 2001, a new possibility to
it's just got a few little creasers on it.
It would have involved
on the front cover, and I'll show that to you once I get it listed. But if there's anything you guys wanted to try to snipe today, you can let me know. I can try to work out what the price is there for it. I'm thinking probably 50-ish on the color special. The graded one will probably be closer to 150-ish, I'm thinking. And Canoe, Jetpack. Oh, you from New Hampshire, Canoe?
Live-action miniseries from Hallmark Entertainment, with a target release date for 2003 or 2004. You may be wondering how the Hallmark Channel ended up entertaining the idea of a Ninja Turtles miniseries, and the answer lies in a link to the past. Steve Barron, the director of the first live-action movie, had worked with Hallmark on his 1998 Merlin miniseries, which aired on NBC.
Kodiak, you don't like graded books.
Was likely the debut of the Hallmark.
What's going on?
At the time, the miniseries was supposed to come out right between the release of the new animated series.
I don't even know if I ran that.
Or the John Woo movie.
I have too much fun just talking about
Turtles
books.
take over the world again. Brendan McCarthy, who worked on storyboards for the first movie, contributed concept designs to this project. The Turtles and Splinter would have been partially or fully in CGI, but mostly performed by real actors.
Do you want a 9.6, Kodiak?
There was even some test footage of Splinter fighting on location. Since the show would have been directed by Steve Barron, the story would have been a sequel to the first movie, ignoring the events of the two sequels. Little is known about the miniseries plot. Given the nature of the internet.
Yeah, so that's the graded color special. It does, like, you know, CGC does say, you know, that it's the Error Edition.
Fighting ninjas and fighting a fifth dark turtle in armor. It was also implied that there was something more to the turtle's origin.
Error Edition.
The story would have been a cross between Men in Black, The Matrix, Crouching Tiger, and Hidden Dragon. Thanks to Peter's blog, we eventually learned about a proposed creature called Shredded. And that's the movie's climax.
Kodiak, I can pull my 9.6 for you if you wanted it. Oh, Dover. Nice. So you're right. I was actually there last week for Free Comic Book Day at Jetpack Comics, and I went out to Dover to visit the
But as I said,
the
putting everything else in danger.
Turtles Monument out there. You know, the sewer, the manhole cover, and the sign there. Yeah.
Unfortunately, by October 2002, the John Woo project was abandoned.
Do you have one in mind, Kodiak? Like I said, I could pull the 9.6 for you. It'd probably be around 225 on the 9.6. If there's any of the slabs that I've listed that you're interested in, let me know. I got the tails.
Made $4.9 billion last year, and now they want even more. Duke has asked for 2 new increases to our power bills, and our politicians just keep feeding Duke's greed. Raleigh politicians just passed a law that will let Duke.
This is just because it's you. We don't do this for everybody. Brian, we do it for Brian maybe, if he's lucky.
I'll have another. Make it a double.
Dad, Mom thinks she's at a resort again.
Yeah, she told me. When you'd rather not resort to a virtual resort.
1 second, just gonna make the listing.
It matters where you stay. Looking good, babe. Book your summer stay now. Hilton for the stay.
They're fun to grade.
Hey there, hello, what's the word, baby? Tell me 2 4 seasons in Wisconsin. Word is, he is in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, now.
And this is a really cool book to get. You know, to get graded like that.
Live like king, money ain't easy. It's like Sting, honey, you cannot be me. It's so casual, it must be a natural. I'm saying, find me a late night pizza spot stag. In the capital, super compatible. Got me like, word is, he is.
Brian made it. There you go, Kodiak. From my personal collection, just for you. This is the second time you got me to do this too. I must like you.
Despite all the adaptation setbacks, Stars
Bye.
is starting to.
I felt bad you missed out on the other one.
6
But
issues of volume.
also, you know, Mirage Box is a great
including
dude.
the return of Gizmo.
And Mirage Box, if you want to stay connected to the community, we have a Discord and stuff. You can feel free to hang out with us. We post our collections, talk about turtles, watch turtles all the time if you're still there. If you go to lookingfortmnt.com, just the same way my name is spelled on here, you can find links to all our social, including our Discord, where we hang out, chat, talk about turtles. You can post suggestions for the show. We get together for video game sessions, all that fun stuff. Kodiak, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. I never have a problem sending stuff to you like that, because I know it's going to a good home. It'll be appreciated, you know? So you rock, man. You're not getting my Jetpack exclusive one, though. Jeezy, welcome in, dude. Good to see you again, as always.
Things were changing on the small screen. In October 2001.
Kodiak, why do you even say that? Because you know if you say that, I'm going to be like, I'm going to send you extras out of spite. Is that why you do it? Because you're like, oh, I'm going to get some extras by telling them not to send some extras.
In Fox family debt. Included in the sale was the Saban catalog, which included The Next Mutation. Without the catalog, the Fox Kids Network programming.
I do. I really do.
Programming was then.
Don't tell everybody though, because that'll get in real trouble. I just love you guys. I know I send you free stuff for supporting the show. See, it's kind of like our best kept secret. People don't realize if you order anything from here, I end up sending you a bunch of free stuff.
Looking for a property to develop from scratch. After hearing about the failed launch of a TMNT cartoon on the WWE Network,
oh, I love you right back.
Considering pitching their own version. One of the creative directors behind the new Fox box, Lloyd Goldfine, expressed his interest in pitching a new TMNT cartoon.
And you know what else? I'll give discounts on stuff and then send free stuff. I just like I said, I appreciate you guys supporting the show. You guys have no idea how awesome this has been for me. You know, like I love doing this, and anytime I get a chance, like to like, for instance, the ash cans. No, you're the best. You're the best. Like the last run of ash cans I sent out, those were sent to me by a seller as like a free gift, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna pay it forward. And like I do that stuff all the time, but like I have like very specific stuff set aside for like, oh, Kodiak, you're getting your Discord giveaway anyway, dude. I don't know what you think you're doing, but because you won the Discord giveaway. I know you want me to give it to someone else, but it's a special thing.
He agreed to the deal.
Yeah, but yeah, that ash can was free to me, so I figured I'll pay it forward. And like I said, I get like lots of different books just to give away and stuff. And obviously, I got the mask pins that are kind of like our go-to giveaways.
Another reason this idea was so appealing.
The Volume 5. I do not have the Volume 5 ash can. Sorry, man. The only kind of promos I have for Volume 5 are the Happy Halloween. And I've got the 100 penny presses as well, which are like the dollar ones.
This, of course, resulted.
Oh, you did. That's right. You won Discord giveaway, and then I don't know who West is, but they won one as well. I've got it all in order. Oh, that's you, Jeezy? That's awesome. Now I know. Because you won a giveaway as well. So with your next order, you're going to get a little, I should say a little freebie. You're going to get something pretty cool.
This format was generally avoided by the networks because it made reruns harder to schedule. But since 4Kids was producing and airing the show, they could take the risk. By May 2002, the show was announced for...
No, makes perfect sense, dude. Makes perfect sense. I had to change my Discord name when I started up the Discord. I was like, this doesn't work.
The show was nowhere near
but,
ready to start.
For around Free Comic Book Day, some of the bonuses that people got were Free Comic Book Day bonuses. I tried to find some of the cooler Free Comic Book Day books. Then I've got some new stuff lined up for bonuses. We did some masks for a while. But, yeah, I like doing the bonuses. And it's funny because I try not to say too much about it, so it's a nice surprise when I suck at that. I get excited. Like, guess what you're gonna get? Oh my god, that's right. I need to relist it. That's why. I'm like, where's all my Secret History of the Foot Clan? I sold a run and then never relisted it. I'm not sure that I have a full run left now.
collaborating with initial character
Brian, you know what's funny?
I've
I've got paperback bazaars, baby. I got paperback bazaars for days. I just sold both of the 40th reproductions I had. So that's gone.
Ninja's role for its shadow work and martial arts realism, and Shaw Brothers and Sonny Chiba films for their fighting styles. It's also very likely that
The
Chuck
secret stuff
Conrad
I do have secret stuff I've been sitting
one of
on.
the storyboard artists was Roy Burdine.
You just saw some of it out of the Mylar box.
The show was animated in South Korea by Dong.
But I've got some weird stuff I've been thinking about listing. Like I've got all the Konami handhelds, and I like them. They all work and everything. I've tested them and stuff, but they don't really fit the collection. There's a lot of stuff like that where like this doesn't really fit my collection. JC, what's up?
Because don't forget, advertising money wasn't as strong as it was in the 80s. The show.
So you want that raft I showed earlier? You don't want that raft. You've got a really nice one.
Moving to casting, the show needed to develop its rogues gallery. They wanted to ensure there were stakes by avoiding the silly or funny villains of the original cartoon. But what about the Shredder? Well, Peter didn't.
Kodak, what's funny is I totally thought you were joking about the 40th, like swiping on it, but you were serious. It's so good.
It's hard to take him seriously anymore. To Lloyd, not using the Shredder would have been a mistake. The show was aimed at a new generation, unfamiliar.
That's that Alaskan internet, baby. What should we run today, guys? We can go through the masks real quick. Oh, here's one for you, Brian. You want a free comic book day? Number 1. I got that.
The Shredder wasn't simply a Robusaki. He was a neutral.
We can run through the masks real quick. Guys, if there's anything you want me to run, just let me know. I can go through the I can go through the rack. I usually go through the rack after doing the slabs, but jump around a little bit today. Keep it fresh.
For the auditions, the actors were asked to imitate the voices of the 1990 movie cast, especially Corey Feldman's Donatello. Michael Sinterniklaas showed up uninvited based on a friend's recommendation. After reading for multiple turtles, he was surprised to have landed Leo, as he considered it his performance. This made him feel miscast during the first season, and led him to constantly worry that he would be replaced. What he didn't know was that he had been handpicked by Peter Laird.
Yeah, I relisted some stuff this afternoon, but I've been
Raphael
not so good about relisting books recently.
Who was usually credited as Frank Frankson. Many actors in the show worked under pseudonyms because it was non-union. They wouldn't have been able to work on it otherwise. Wayne Grayson, whose real name was Vinnie Pena Jr., voiced Michelangelo, and Donnie was played by Sam Riegel. The cast recorded their lines together.
Let me take a look at that, right?
To some improvisation. This was allowed because the voices were recorded before doing the animation. Interestingly, the actors also resembled their characters. Michael would usually try to keep the rest of the cast from getting too chaotic. Wayne and Greg would goof around, and Sam would do crosswords in his booth.
Ooh.
Sam would also sometimes record remotely from LA. Darren Dunstan played Master Splinter and oversaw the ADR mix. Veronica Taylor, the actress who voiced Ash Ketchum for Pokemon, played April, and Mark Thompson played Casey Jones. Finally, the Shredder was played by Scotty Ray, whose deep voice immediately distinguished this version of the character as something that escaped from Nightmare Land. Rich Underberg, who initially designed some licensing materials for the cartoon, also designed the new logo that will be used for the show, toys, and all the merchandising for the rest of the decade. Other licensing artists included Carrie Randolph, who would go on to work on some of the most iconic marketing designs and work closely with Michael Dooney, Lawrence Christmas, and Emilio Lopez. The new theme song was performed by Norman Grossfeld and Russell Velasquez.
Yeah, it looks like a
The song would go through slight variations throughout the first 5 seasons. A mini-comic was made by Michael Dooney for Toys R Us as a promotion for the new cartoon, including promotional items for other shows in the Fox Box block. This was the first time animated turtles had no pupils, which seemed off to casual fans who weren't familiar with the comics. Playmates Toys produced the new action figures and shipped them in December, so they would be available by the time the cartoon debuted in 2003. Retail sales activities in the weeks leading up to the debut exceeded both management and trade expectations. Turtlemania was a marketing phenomenon that, due to changes in the entertainment industry, couldn't be replicated. With this in mind, Peter and Gary's approach to this new era was more conservative. The goal was to maintain control over the brand.
I do still have the Armageddon Jim Lawson. Yeah, Ryan. I guess we're talking about two places. But yeah, man. Oh no, yeah. I'm nothing needed. I'm not sure what you mean by nothing needed, but I'm gonna send it regardless. So
they were expecting more action and a more compressed storytelling style, which Peter simply wasn't interested in writing at the time. Another share of criticism went to artist Jim Lawson, whose style had changed notoriously over the years, and it was starting to be an acquired taste for some readers. Jim, however, had one of the most recognizable styles in the franchise, which wasn't exclusive to humanoid turtles. He also published Paleo, Tales of the Cretaceous, through Ceremio Studios and Empty Sky. Jim had been working on this Dinosaur 6-issue miniseries.
That's very strange. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. See, I know I can do this.
Ready to launch,
I think I can do most of those, yeah.
A two-part Hallmark movie, which was still scheduled for release in 2004. But
22, 223, 124. Yeah, I think I do.
Was a breakup between Mirage and Random House. The rights to coloring books were given to Steve Levine and Ryan Brown, who returned to the franchise.
Yeah, let me double check for the annuals real quick. I might have sold out of the 2022 and 2023.
The books may have not been super profitable, but the quality was much better.
If you were looking for the regular cover anyway, I've got for 2023, I've the out of time, I have the retailer incentive. I'll show you real quick. I do also have a couple exclusives for that one. I have an Eric Talbot exclusive, Jetpack Comics, and a Simon Bisley exclusive as well for that one.
Including Hunt, the Lintians, Nano, Garbage Man, Angel, Silver Sentry, and Dr. Abigail Finn. As a more faithful adaptation of the source material, it also featured classic characters and stories, introducing new versions of Baxter Stockman, the Outrams, and Kirby. Coinciding with the show's release, 4Kids created a new site, www.tmnt.tv, which included cool features like games and freebies, and eventually would include streaming of recent episodes for the US region. The show found initial friction from the fans of the original cartoon, who felt these turtles were too different from their favorite show. Some of them were aware that it was their version of the turtles that was different, but this wasn't common knowledge at the time. Having said that, the show reached a new generation of kids and connected with hardcore fans of the franchise. The show's debut represented a ratings bump for Foxbox, which had been in the red after a year of losing its boys 6 to 11 audience. This problem wasn't unique to the Foxbox. Cartoon Network had also lost 20% in ratings among kids 2 to 11 and 6 to 11. But other networks, like Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, were making acceptable numbers. So, the Turtles were a big success for 4Kids and brought hope for the Foxbox block, quickly becoming the network's highest-rated show. An obvious merchandise tie-in for a Turtles cartoon was a comic book adaptation. This proved so successful for the previous cartoon that it spawned the longest-running TMNT comic book run up to that point. With that in mind, the license was given to Dreamwave.
The Bisley, let's take a look here. Sorry, guys, I was just shooting Ryan a message. The final one I'm going to send on that for right now until after the show. And then it looks like we run this one for 25.
With a twist. Initially, the book adapted episodes of the cartoon, but with a spin. Instead of focusing on the 4 turtles, Peter told those stories from a different perspective. This decision was
Awesome. Good taste, Jeezy. This is an awesome one.
Episodes.
And you'll get your Discord bonus
The
with this
had a
book as well.
style, thanks to newcomer artists
Congrats
Sean
there. I hope you
Thomas,
enjoy it, dude.
Eric Sander, and Rob Armstrong. The book followed the show for 4 issues. It started telling its own stories with issue 5. After 7 issues,
Oh, yeah.
but was never published. It would have introduced an evil turtle bot named T4, the Turtlemator. Unfortunately, Dreamwave wasn't doing well financially, and the company ceased operations shortly after. The Canadian publisher, which was popular for its Transformers license, collapsed in the midst of what they called a shrinking comic book market, and diminishing sales made it impossible for the independent publisher to continue. The license reverted back to Mirage Licensing, but the publisher was already busy publishing another
124, no
More on that
problem.
later.
At Food Lion, I get MVP savings on apples, strawberries, and blueberries. Me too. I don't think
Sorry,
that's
guys.
the same thing.
Sorry about that. Jeezy was doing a little bit of multitasking here.
They're fresh. Really fresh.
Small business accounting software, supercharged.
At Marshall's, our buyers hustle 24/7, so you never have to compromise on quality or price. Securing the must-haves of the season this season. Sourcing standout pieces and next-level luxury that won't ever break the bank. We're getting you a better deal.
I'm impressed. Let's talk numbers.
Because at Marshall's, we believe that everyone deserves the good stuff.
Jack Ryan, what do you know about Star?
Awesome, dude. Well, that's going to be out with your Bisley cover. Yeah, awesome taste there. And let me just double check on that other annual for you. I haven't been relisting too much now. I think I burned through the annuals. Even the green foil, the 2021s, like I sold the regular cover this morning. Yeah. Wow.
4Kids released the second
I should have got
season
more
cartoon
stuff while I was up there.
November 2003.
Brian, are you still there, man? I'm sorry.
This season introduced the Battle Nexus, where the turtles
It's this, right?
masters-
I'm remembering things. I just want to make sure I sorted out Ryan's request as well.
This was the perfect excuse to bring in another Turtles-adjacent property, Usagi Yojimbo, in a much more faithful adaptation of the character. In those episodes, it was explored that Michelangelo was the most natural martial artist of the pack. However, Mikey's natural talent was usually overshadowed by his insecurity, which required support from others. The season had Mike.
You are still there, yay!
Still directed. Other introductions this year included the Ultimate Ninja, the Daimyo of the Battle Nexus, and Draco. Apart from Usagi Yojimbo, other classic characters reintroduced this season included the Triceratons, the Fugitoid, Leatherhead, the Justice Force, and Karai. The Playmates action figures began.
And I love that you are.
Just before the show's
That
premiere.
bad boy is on its way to
Unlike
you.
the previous toy
Ooh,
line,
should I just send you this free comic book day #1? Did you want this #1?
Both the series and the toy line, a TV source book was released through Toys R Us, which included Fleer trading cards in advance of their April release. The book also
I don't know, I was just gonna put it in your order.
Shredder, Foot Soldier, Battle Shell, Sewer Slider, and
How's that?
Shell Cycle releases by Playmates.
We're doing one of those shows tonight, boys.
Dan Berger,
Is he gonna run half price slabs? I don't know. Maybe. You guys want to do something like that? You want to do half price slabs or half price toys? Or I don't know. Do you guys want to help me figure out what the hell this is? I still forget to look it up.
Among the variants in 2003 were Extreme Sports, Giant Turtles, minifigures, White Beer, and more.
But yeah.
The toy line
No,
was a success.
It's one of those looking for TMNT shows where I get all excited for no reason.
Perhaps thanks to
We have
the
fun with
cartoon
these.
edgier tone. With the successful introduction of 2 new brands,
Looking for gargoyles.
toy sales in
Like the
2003.
Disney show gargoyles?
Sales for TMNT in particular exceeded all initial expectations. By the end of the year, TMNT ranked among the best-selling boys' toys, and it was among the top 3 boys' action figure.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm pretty sure I got most of that, but
France, Australia,
there might only be one of those.
This, of course, was supported by the show debuting in 50 In the U.S., 40 licenses.
You keep that up, GZ. You could be a mod. My mods are really good at that stuff.
Like video games by Konami.
They're like, oh, we're gonna do this sale.
This included cross promotion in Burger King. I'll talk about Konami later in this video.
He knows.
TMNT Volume 4 continued its regular bi-monthly publication with issues.
Funny, one of these days, Kodiak, you're gonna see the show. It's gonna be Kodiak's Fire Sale. And you're gonna be like, what? I'm not gonna tell you when it's coming. I'm not going to tell you what you're doing. It's just going to be Kodiak's Fire Sale.
Peter was still the editor-in-chief. The book was worked mainly by veterans and new artists under the direction of the book's editor, Steve Murphy.
Dude, I'd totally let you do that.
Dan Berger, Steve
I trust you. If you want to run a show, I'd let you run a show. Kodiak show from the chat.
The book opened with a story by Murphy and artist Dario Brizuela.
You just figure out what the price tag running stuff for, and then I go, oh, all right. I'm going to push the buttons.
From Argentina and never met Murphy in person. He would be one of the recurring artists in the book and would eventually take on the 2012 animated series comic book. More on that.
But just so you know, Brian, I did have 25 on that free comic book day.
The way the book was run involved Mirage staffers
I feel like that was a lot.
synopses to Peter, who would then pick up the ones he was interested in. The book came out bi-monthly at first, to cover the month skipped by Volume 4. In January 2004, Foxbox was rebranded as 4Kids.
Well, you wanted a number 1, and I kind of just sold out of them, so best I could do.
The show expanded to weekdays on the Cartoon Network, premiering episodes there and on 4Kids TV for the following 2 years. The 3rd season aired from October 2004 to April 2005, with some changes taking place behind the scenes. Chuck Patton, who was essential to the series launch, left the show and was replaced by artist Roy.
It's really cool. I see it. Yeah, I don't have that one. Any other cool Jim Lawson covers? Buddy, I think you've got them all. Let me take a look. What about, I only got one of these left. Last one in 4. Exclusive. I got one of those. Take a look through here.
Recommended by writer Greg Johnson to showrunner Mike Ryan. It was thanks
You are on a Jim Lawson tear, my dude.
For a brand new character each edition. In fact,
Oh, Brian, you know what, buddy? Do you want that Steve Levine remarked volume? Did you already get the volume 1 number 8 remaster? I'll sell it to you if you want. I think I'm gonna list it. But I'd rather give you first dibs because I know you want to that.
It also adapted classic characters like Clunk, Mr. Marlin, Nobody, Renette, Savanti Romero, the Super Turtles, Planet Racers, and the Rat King. Although not by name yet.
No, I can't blame him. Jim was awesome to me. It was really cool that we got to hang out with him and a little bit and get, JC got some original art from him. But Brian, you want this?
Continued to perform strongly in 2004 with new releases such as the Toddler Turtles, Leatherhead, the Footfire Mystic.
It's got that Steve Levine sketch with the little turtle head at the top. Okay, cool.
Baxter Stockman, Usagi Yojimbo, and the Ultimate Daimyo. A key tie-in wave.
I know that was one of the ones on your list. I wasn't really gonna let go of it, but I've got enough Steve stuff.
Shell Sub.
You did? Okay, cool.
Grew by 36%. With a 20%
Oh, I know what I can do for you. I'm gonna rock your world, buddy. Ready to have your world rocked?
Consolidation and an overall decline in toy sales. Playmates Toys was among the fastest growing toy
You ready?
companies in the U.S. This increase was also attributed to their partnerships with 4Kids,
What's this?
Disney, Cartoon Network,
What's that?
and Nickelodeon.
What's that? You ever heard of that?
Consolidation
I don't know what that
in the
is.
US has been underway since the late 90s. It was considered to have peaked in 2004.
2022 annual. I think I just sold out of it, but I looked for you earlier. Let me double check.
Walmart, for example, had overtaken Toys R Us as the #1 toy retailer in the U.S. by 1999.
Yeah, I think
FAO Schwartz.
I had the exclusives for that, and I'm pretty sure.
Followed by KD Toys in early 2004.
Yeah.
By mid-2004, Toys R Us was up for sale. With the disappearance of smaller retailers, it's estimated that 80% of the toy sales in 2004
let me double check these.
Walmart, Target, and Toys R Us. TMNT had grown to 5% worldwide, expanding into over 45 countries.
Unfortunately, dude, I do not have any of the 2022s left. I sold out last week.
Finishing the year in the top 3.
Apologies there.
The UK, Australia, France, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Scandinavia. This expansion was expected to reach Spain and Italy in
Brian,
2005.
Little Birdie told me you might be looking for that someday. Guess who just got 2 sets, his second set of all those? I'm probably going to list the whole thing.
Thomas Gray.
Jeezy, I will reach out to one of my partners and see if I can get more of those in. I suspect I can. But I will make a little note on my spreadsheet here.
He had history with the franchise and asked him if he wanted to work with the Turtles again. Tom knew that doing the live
Hey, Brian, let me know if you're interested in either of those.
So going the CG route was probably the best option to bring the Turtles to the big screen. Tom then got in contact with Laird and Mirage. And with the Hallmark project,
Otherwise, we'll keep trucking through whatever. Maybe I'll start doing the rack.
Work on the new movie began in the summer of 2005 under the direction and writing of Kevin Monroe. His take was a more action-oriented, less cowabunga approach, a vision he communicated to producer Galen Walker, who then arranged for him to meet Peter Laird in Northampton. Kevin Monroe suspected he wasn't going to get the approval from Peter, so just in case, he brought his copy of TMNT #1 for Peter to sign, hoping to at least get something out of it. After the meeting, Kevin opened his copy to check Peter's signature and found a drawing of Raphael with the message, "Dear Kevin, make a good movie, or else." This was how he found out he was in. Several ideas were floated for the film, including an outer space adventure featuring Triceratons and other space villains. But Kevin eventually narrowed his focus on the family theme. Initial development on the film took place at Amaji's LA studio, with most of the animation in Hong Kong, before being sent to LA.
All right. We're moving on.
Put together to find a distributor, but they were unfortunately met with
I
skepticism.
think I scared him.
After the success of Spider-Man and the X-Men, the Turtles felt like superheroes that time forgot. Companies were unsure whether the franchise was just for kids or for all ages, given its popularity in cartoons and toy aisles. The movie eventually found a domestic distributor in Warner Brothers and an international distributor in the Weinstein Company. Peter Laird was executive producer on the film in an attempt to keep
I forgot. I got to do that.
control and avoid the disappointments he suffered in Black.
Sure, y'all behind him. I even forgot.
Monroe considered making the movie a continuation of the first live-action film. This was the second time that a movie project tried to continue from that film, and it wasn't unusual at all. Superman Returns was going in a similar direction by continuing from the second.
I haven't got any new Dreamwave in, unfortunately. I looked for you when I was up in New Hampshire. I looked for any Dreamwave I could get, and unfortunately, I was not able to pull any.
Rejected by Warner and the Weinstein Company, who preferred a clean reboot.
Because I was going to say, Kodiak bought the one I had today, and then other than that, I only have 3, 4, and 6.
Meant they didn't need to use the shredder. However, finding early stories to adapt became a minefield, as most had already been adapted in one way or another.
Oh, you did say, I wonder where you went. It was for sale. Both of those were for sale. The last Rotor #4 is a Lawson. Here, let me go back, because I didn't relist this because I'm fucking awesome at my job.
Warner Brothers did some
So I had this for you. If you're interested in that, that's a gem. And then I recently acquired my second set of all these, so I'm going to be listing these Raphael Bad Moon Rising, Leonardo Blind Sight, Donnie Brain Thief. Oh, what did I forget? Michelangelo Third Kind. Is it just number 3 you were looking for, right?
His idea was to correct typos and showcase the ink work a little better.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go over it real quick because there's a few little conditioning things to note on this one.
Something that wasn't really possible as they completed each other's work. Adding to Peter's worries, the books were sales. He revealed that Volume 4 never made a profit again.
You see that tick there?
4,000 copies per issue at the time. The cost of producing them exceeded revenue. The only
There's that. Not too bad on the back, but there are some ticks on the back you can see.
Getting a little stressed by the constant demands of the franchise, Peter even hinted at moving to an annual schedule so he could take a break. On the other hand, Tales of the TMNT went monthly, publishing issues 7 to 18 this year. Finally, on the other side of the world, the Turtles found their way back into the Italian magazine.
You want it?
With brand new stories set in the 4Kids universe for a few years.
What do you want to pay?
The 4th season of the cartoon aired from September 2005 to April 2006 and introduced new characters.
No. Go on. What do you want to pay? Come on. I pulled the book from my personal collection for you. All you got to do is tell me what you want to pay. That's a pretty good deal.
Jonna and Robin O'Neill made the jump to the cartoon as well. With the Shredder gone, most of the attention moved to other characters, like Karai, who took over the clan, Agent Bishop, who accidentally created
It's a rare one.
And Hunt,
Let's take a look.
who learned enough from his former master to run the Purple Dragons like a criminal organization.
All right.
Showrunner was
Fine.
still Michael Ryan, with character designs by Adrian Barrios and Robert Vandell. This season's known for its improved color and lighting quality, but it's also infamously known for an episode, Insane in the Membrane, that had to be taken off the air for being too gruesome. This raised Fox's awareness that the show needed more supervision and would result in another episode being scrapped the following season. More on that later. 2005 was still a good year for the franchise. New releases this year included Gem, Maruyoshi, Feudal Shredder,
How's that?
and Karai.
You like that?
Some figures also
Does
included
that make you happy?
including single episodes, a necessary marketing gimmick for a complicated year. All the established action figure brands were negatively impacted.
Well, that's all I need to know. That's what we do it for. We're trying to make it a happy price.
Despite this decline in
We like smiles.
TMNT remained among the top 5 best-selling boys properties in the U.S., Spain, Scandinavia, Australia.
Do you need any of the other ones before I list them
Finished the year among the leaders
for stupid prices?
When we knew we were having our son, we were like, what do we use that's going to keep him safe?
Brad, no worries, dude. There's going to be a ton more of that sort of stuff listed by next Monday's show. So, no worries, man. That was just a little sneak peek for my boy Brian because I know he's a great supporter of the show, and I know he's been looking for that one for a while. You got it, my dude. Thanks for stopping in, by the way, Brian. It's always good to see you, man.
Don't worry, I'll call my guy. So good news.
Oh, right back at you, Brian. I'm always happy to help you guys. That's why I do this.
At Jersey Mike's,
I can make you guys happy every show. I'm good.
And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, baby-like wonder, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one.
Where was I?
Get the 4-buck bundle, a number 2 sub, chips and a drink for $10.99. Available for a limited time.
The Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
What's going on, Sasha, babe? What can I do for you? What can Papa do for you? Go on. Come on. Is Mama home? You hear her? Okay, come on. I'll let you out.
Would end up being the last easy-to-find issue of the run.
Go girl.
I'll explore later. The long break was caused by Peter feeling burned out from managing the franchise.
Bro, you don't even know. Like I said, I've been planning a crazy show for just the rewards club only. So like if you're gold or above, you'll
Among these were some of the tales taking place in the potential future.
you'll have access to the show, and I'll do like half price, 75% off, do some wild stuff. I think that'll be fun.
A 4-issue Leonardo spin-off miniseries by Lawson saw print. The tales began getting collected, albeit not in chronological order. Starting with issue number 21, the Turtles began a saga of team-ups with the Wild West Cowboys of Mumesa. But there was even more comic book news this year, apart from the main books. Steve Murphy published a 3-issue miniseries through Image Comics titled Umbra, which he did with Mike Hawthorne. It was a story about a forensic scientist investigating a mystery involving the skeleton of a Neanderthal who appeared to have been killed by a Cold War-era Soviet bullet. The story was nominated for 2 Harvey Awards and would later receive a director's cut for the trade paperback. Eric Talbot collaborated with Inks on the first issue. Internationally, the Turtles were still getting reprints. Spanish publisher Norma Editorial acquired the rights to reprint Volume 1, but it quickly ran into problems with material beyond its reach. The forbidden issue in question was the team-up with Cerebus, the best-selling issue Kevin and Peter did with Dave Sim, which introduced Renette and Savanti Romero. For reasons never disclosed, Dave didn't want that story reprinted anymore, leaving Mirage with the problem, as it was the one that introduced 2 characters. To fill the gap, Peter and Steve Murphy tried to come up with a replacement story, which ended up in Jim Lawson's hands for penciling. Steve and Jim came up with a retelling of the first encounter with Renette that didn't undo the original adventure. The new version was published in the 2nd volume of Lost Tortugas Ninja.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on the Discord too. Kodiak, are you there?
Used for the American market in reprints because Peter managed to get Dave's approval.
I guess I could just check.
The story titled The Paradox of Chetnovsky would then get picked up and translated by Turtles Club in Russia, publishing it in 2011, 2016, and 2024. The latest versions also included a page that was missing from the Spanish edition. The tale wouldn't be officially published in English.
What Dreamwave issues do you need?
Best of Renette special.
I thought of an idea.
The new version had completely new
Do
letters.
you need any of the ones I have?
Extra epilogue page recovered for the Russian edition. Finally, a special sneak
I
comic
don't
book was
think
released
I have
at San
to.
Diego Comic-Con 2006, featuring concept art for the upcoming CGI movie.
Darn. 3, 4, 6. I think I've got, yeah. Word. If there's one you need, I was just gonna throw it into your package there. It is not a triple side medal. No, this is a Saturday Morning Adventures exclusive side, triple side.
It would also conclude
we got 5 times signed books by that. That was, thank you very much. I will never forget having to run around and do that. Never again.
Unfortunately, Playmates would change their minds about the show's direction very quickly while the season was in production. Retailers were asking Playmates to shake up the line to bring in new customers.
That was quite an adventure. That was a learning experience. Honestly, it wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't metal. Like having to wait for those to dry and just being paranoid that they're gonna smudge no matter what I did. Because if they're doing paint pens on them, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, this is gonna be brutal. You know, because I couldn't putting them in the when I swirled them away, they had to be on top, but they couldn't be on top of each other. You know, like they couldn't. I had to make sure that there was nothing that could get to them, and then I had to make sure that they were dry by the time I brought them to the next artist, so that they didn't smudge it on accident, kind of thing. It was, yeah.
This wasn't a smooth transition for anyone, as production for a 6th season and a toy line had to be rushed to meet the year's target numbers. With the 5th season no longer a priority, the Lost episodes were produced between Mirage and 4Kids. And the idea
but it was cool. You know, there's probably nothing like that out there.
The fifth season was aired in various forms from August 2006 to May 2008, initially with some episodes available on demand, with the intention of releasing the whole season on DVD in 2007. As I mentioned earlier, one episode, Nightmares Recycled, was removed from the season. The reason for the outrage from the Fox Broadcasting standards and practices was that it introduced the idea that Hun and Garbage Man were conjoined twins and surgically separated, with Garbage Man literally getting thrown away as garbage. It's unclear how far into production it was, but according to a couple of sources behind the show, the script was already recorded. Some animation by the time the decision was made.
Yeah, dude, it was funny. At first, I had it all set up like I had like it was set up in this little podium that no one would go to. You know what I mean? Like I knew it was a good spot, but it was not guarded. The second spot, then there were a couple guys that were like pretty chiller, you know, that I knew, and they had a booth, and I was able to put it behind their booth. But I'm sure they hated me by the end of the show because I kept being like, "Sorry guys, I gotta get back here again," kind of thing. They kept having to move for me. So, you know. But it was good.
Who initially worked at 4Kids as an intern before moving to Dancing Diablo as a freelancer doing color design, became the staff color lead as 4Kids began handling coloring in-house. There, he worked with Reggie Butler and Jimmy Tran. However, due to budget cuts,
right, exactly, they were super chill.
Unlike previous seasons, where different
one of the dudes was the dude who came up. He came up to me and like tried to give me a present from the one person I've had to ban, and I, politely declined or whatever. But I think after that is when they were like, "Hey, we'll want your stuff for you." And I was like, "Ah, okay, whatever." Trying to endear yourself to me, that's fine. Yeah, it's funny because a few of them were perplexed. If at first it kind of like, "Wait, what are you gonna do?" And I was like, kind of had to try to explain it. Like, honestly, it's like a couple, like Eric, for instance, was like, "Wait, so how much is gonna cut into my sales?" I was like, no, you get full money for whatever you ask. Basically, it's just like I'm kind of shopping for the internet. You know what I mean? Take care, Brian. Good to see you, brother. Enjoy your new stuff. What the fuck, Kodiak? You already have this. I'm not sending you this. What do you? Love you, Brian. Have a great night, dude. Yeah, I want to. All right, man. You get two. That's so funny. I love that.
Jake Siegler, Alex Walker,
I want
John
two.
Siegler was created
That's why.
to describe the new status quo for the cast.
Now I gotta relist it again.
Syndication on Cartoon Network.
You sure did. If you're gonna get two of a book, that's a really good one to get. I don't know how many of those he even has left. Kind of one of those things. It's kind of like I feel like it's gonna end up being like the error. Like when I reach out to him for the Jetpack error, it's usually I get a reply like, I'm gonna have to find them, kind of thing, if I even have any. And then sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. I was gonna say, Kodiak, you could always just double your money, apparently. Nothing wrong with that. I won't be mad at that. Seriously. Just start a show and only run that. The Kodiak PBBZ show.
Still working on the movie merchandising for the following year.
Plus, Kodiak, did you get the bonuses from Ralph? Like the special, like the insert there, the program for that day? Oh, cool. Yeah. So you got all the good stuff. I was gonna say the only thing I think you would need to complete that collection is the print. And I guess I could send it to you. Jesus Christ, I hate sending prints so fucking much, guys. I'll pull it for you. No promises on condition when it gets just kidding. There you go, man. Don't you feel like you deserve that for getting two? I feel like you do. So there you go. There you go. There's your Discord bonus. You can't stop me. You want it fair and square. You don't have that, right? Okay, cool. And yeah, dude, I'm basically gonna crumple that up into a fucking ball and throw it to
But it
you.
was the first
Throw
time
it to
that
I'm gonna
the
drop
Turtles
kick it to
were visually different.
Alaska.
Leonardo was given a permission to make it look more human. Raphael
Everyone
was
knows
given
Look It Hates
predatory
Prince now.
racing eyes because he was the muscle. Michelangelo was given a wide-eyed,
Seriously.
innocent look to denote his childish disposition. Donatello was made
And
more
just so you guys know, it wasn't like that show or anything. I've always hated Prince and Treasuries. I used to ship them for Jetpack all the time. You know what I mean? I'd be like, God damn it.
Sarah Michelle Gellar and Chris Evans, but they intentionally
Yeah, the
chose
Treasuries are
Marcel.
tricky, man.
Turtles
And it's one of those things
had
like,
some often
dude, he had to hunt. Those were the only two he could find. So, like, I know the spine condition wasn't like the best on those. They're really hard to keep in good condition anyway. But like that's what he could find, man. Like it was one of those things. I think you guys got the last two in his inventory.
The film had an original score composed by Marco Beltrami.
Yeah, it's yep. Enjoy it though.
The movie also had a
The interiors are awesome.
included bands like Gym Class Heroes,
And I love that he did the foil again.
POD, and Big City Rock, among others. Despite being an animated movie, TMNT had an alternate opening and ending, and at least one deleted scene that were included for the home video release as special features. These edits were made to achieve a faster, more consistent pacing. Despite its initial box office success and an A- cinema score, the movie received mixed reviews. Critics were not impressed, and fans of the previous films didn't care for the more serious tone and lack of recognizable characters. This was something that Mirage knew could happen. They could have made an artistic integrity trade-off to reach a broader market audience, but the memories of the last two sequels were still too fresh to go in that direction again. The movie had to stay close to the tone of the books. And it's not like they were being naive. Comic book movies were starting to go in that trend, thanks to films like
I'll reach out to him and see if he can find any more.
Nevertheless, at least the film reached kids and adults. Well, the movie
They found good homes, but yeah, man, I'm gonna see if I can get any more of those.
Profits were minimal. Monroe was supposed to write the sequel, with an option to direct. The Return of the Shredder was a possible plot.
Let me check and see this for Ryan real quick. See what we got here.
In it, Mikey would have joined Karai in the Foot Clan, wearing a black headband in Japan, and would have returned to New York for the third act. Since Leo and Raph were at the center of the 2007 film, the sequel would have centered around Donnie and Mikey. Unfortunately, Maji faced financial struggles after Astro Boy underperformed in 2009.
Honestly, man, I hadn't seen those in almost 10 years. They just don't show up that often.
Food Lion's Private
I think we're gonna set that aside for
You can't tell the difference between this and the pricier stuff. But aren't those both Food Lion brands? Why would I buy the pricier stuff just to prove a point?
So the rack, it's a variety of different books. Right now, I've got a few exclusives. Oh, you're talking about at the top right? Like what's on the top of the right of the rack? That is original artwork by Brian Comics TMNT. He sent me. But yeah, the other books are just kind of like some keys, some harder to find stuff. The bottom is basically all Last Ronin, but you can't really see that on camera. So like that, like this is obviously Tales #1. The next one up is Volume 2 #1, then Volume 4 #1. Michelangelo Micro Series in really good shape. Volume 5 #1 Jetpack exclusive, and then some Last Ronin from there.
Boy, I'm talking to my Old Spice, not you.
I've got 50 on the Mikey because it's in really good shape. I'm open to offers on it though, and if you want to check the condition, we can definitely check it together.
With the film, Mirage released 5 prequel comics.
But it's in very, very, very good shape.
With Raph, Mikey, Donnie.
We can take a look right now.
In conjunction with Kevin Monroe and Peter Laird, which means they were canon to the film. These stories were also broken into installments, recolored, and published as features inside the TMNT comic magazine in the UK. And as was tradition at the time, there was also a movie.
No spine ticks.
Those 6 issues dedicated
no like pock marks or any of that stuff.
For the lack of Volume 4 chapters released in 2007. Peter was burned out and felt it had been a long time since he had been able to enjoy writing. spend time with his family. Fortunately, Tails had another strong year. The Turtles and the Cowboys continued crossing over in issue number 32, and Raphael
this is a fun one.
4-issue miniseries with Bill Melange, Jim Lawson, and Jared Talbot. Artist Sophie Campbell got in contact with Steve Murphy, who found a way for her to do some covers for the miniseries. And the
baby.
For Tails. However, things were about to change. Steve Murphy, tired of chasing artists to deliver on time, decided to step away from the editor role. Seeing how the 25th anniversary
Appreciate you, dude.
on the horizon,
And I hope you like your. Really hope you like the bonus.
Organize a special celebration. In his place, Dan Berger stepped in as editor of Tales. Managing freelancers.
Great one. What's up, Raph Smash? Hope you're doing good, dude.
Was hard. It would sometimes take
like I said, that one is really, really nice. Couldn't find anything wrong with it. So we just kind of put it under the light, but yeah, it's in really good shape.
However, because he needed a constant flow of stories, Dan ended up submitting most of the synopses, which is why he wrote so many issues himself. This one also explains.
No, thank you, man. Really appreciate you supporting the show.
Mirage also published a Treasury edition of Tales Volume 1, with a new Jim Lawson story replacing the frontispieces throughout the book. This never reprinted story, while technically not canon, tied up some loose ends regarding the future of the Mirage timeline. As I mentioned earlier, the TMNT comic magazine published by Titan in the UK included color reprints of the movie prequels, as well as original stories based on the Fast Forward season. It also featured at least one recolored Tale of the TMNT.
This is another one that has a little premium on it, just due to the condition. It's in really great shape. And the Volume 4 we're going to run next. Volume 4, number 1, same thing. It's just like the Mikey. Couldn't find anything wrong with it, so it's got a little bit of a premium on it. But I'm open to negotiation on all these books. Yeah, there's now there's nothing. Now that we sold the 9.8 40th anniversary reproduction, I've got pretty much wiggle room on everything back in the inventory now.
However,
you know that's AC Farley. Did you know that?
Style closer to the figures they were producing for the movie. Season 7, now known as Season X, had to be abandoned early in production. But recycled into actual 7 seasons.
Yeah, this is definitely a really cool one.
Sudden change that left the creative team with an empty programming slot.
Kodiak, did you need the error from Volume 2? I forget. You don't, right? You got it now.
Which helped them fill the gap between the seasons. It was also during this time.
Okay. Cool.
2003.
I'm usually pretty good at remembering stuff. Sometimes not so much.
The team started working in the background to make it a reality for the 25th anniversary. While this was a suggestion from Playmates that could do something with the original toy line, the company decided not to fund the movie. This gave Mirage and 4 Kids more creative control to do something that didn't need to sell toys. In other news, since the WB and UPN merged to form the CW, by late 2007, the CW announced its exit from Kids' Saturday morning programming. With that slot open, 4 Kids made a 5-year deal to handle the 7 to 12 block starting in September.
Is that the one?
4 Kids
Hold on a second, dude.
All national advertising and share ad revenue with the CW. The latter's share would be applied against the guarantee.
You guys are making me dig today.
This meant that 4 Kids was now running 2 competing blocks in network television. Despite major competition from other male action properties this year, the movie gave the Turtles a boost. Unfortunately, the mortgage crisis started affecting toy sales. The boom didn't last. Overall, Playmates ended up in the red. This resulted.
Would you be referring to this?
With sales down 2% compared to 2006. And if that wasn't enough to worry about, there was also a problem in 2007. Mattel discovered
I come across things sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes I don't.
Excessive levels of lead. This pressured Mattel to recall toys from the shelves.
I'm making dreams come true today, baby.
The company considered that
what do you want, Pay?
could have been caused by the general public's.
I got to make a quick listing for it.
China. As I mentioned, the big star of the year was the movie line, which included Abram, Casey, Splinter.
Well, it may be. That's that one I just pulled. That'll be my last one. But that was one of the ones I was thinking about listing. I have it on my list. I just couldn't remember who it was for. I was like, well, they'll stop by again.
Other movie releases included the Cowabunga Carl Party Band.
Oh yeah, the Bad Girls.
Fast Forward also had its own line this year.
Me too. I'm glad that caught on.
Cody, Sterling, Corbin Zix, Jammerhead, Viral, Shakanabo, the Dark Turtles, and of course, the Turtles themselves. Vehicles included the Hypershell and the Hover HQ. In the previous
I bet you it was Crew.
I spoke about the
I got several from Crew. I'll put it to you that way. When I first started, I was like, how many more of those you got?
So, what were they up to in this decade? Well, let's go back to July 2001, when a site known
Really? That's great.
which had been around since late 1999, launched its own.
Oh, nice. I got a copy of Grunts, I think.
The forums eventually became the site.
Jeezy, what do you want to pay for that?
By the time the cartoon came out,
And if you want to check the condition, feel free.
Mirage and 4Kids staffers were all visiting, interacting.
Oh, I don't know, man.
The site would eventually be upgraded in 2004.
I mean, I can take a look around, but
fans who survived the internet era of web rings and free hosting servers remained as guardians of the franchise. This included superfans like Michelle Ivy, Toka, and Rosangela, who became involved with the franchise in some capacity during this decade. Thanks to fans like Toka, the administrators of the Technodrome, Rosangelo, and Michael Vaughn, new generations can still find pieces of lost media that would have otherwise been gone with discontinued
oh,
sites.
you guys trying to rob me? Oh no.
One particular turtle fan found herself in a peculiar situation that turned her into one of the most famous shellheads in the United States. Michelle Ivy was already a
Let's
super fan
see.
in the
I
90s.
feel like $3 might be a little too low, guys.
Posted an ad on Craigslist seeking collectors.
I kind of see it go from 15 to 40, depending on who's selling it.
For a 3-day shoot. Unfortunately, Totally Obsessed had a particular
$1,
way of
let the
collectors.
chat decide.
The whole thing was edited
Oh,
with a
no.
sensationalistic vibe, even asking her to pretend that she ate pizza every day.
But Jeezy, you're the only one who
Michelle's
wants it. You're
dad
gonna get it for $1.
He filmed it behind the scenes.
And then how am I gonna eat this
Arguing
week?
that it was all highly exaggerated.
I don't know how I'm gonna eat.
A year later, Michelle acted as an uncredited script
This is
for the CGI.
I guess it's ramen for
She was
looking this
asked to
week, guys.
verify
I don't
more
know.
consistency, as they were interested in featuring things that had never been done before in the movies. According to Michelle, it's thanks to her that Raphael used his son.
That's not gonna cut into her food. Like I said, I was gonna maybe get some McDonald's tonight, but I guess it's hey, you cut that out. You're not allowed to do that. You had condition issues with your books.
Michelle posted many interviews and behind-the-scenes footage, including a visit to the set.
Well,
And of course,
I pulled this for you to start just because in my travels. You want this? I feel like you want this. Did you just get that for $1? Wow, it goes into the Hall of Fame, buddy. Congratulations. This is the signed one, Ryan. I figured you might want that.
his blog is
If you don't, let me know.
the most popular sources of comic book reviews and fan research.
Kodiak, thank you. Ryan, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you. And Jeezy, you too, man. Congrats. I know you were looking for that one. You've asked about it a couple times. Happy to oblige, man.
He also collaborated with superfan Andrew Modine, and Turtles Clubs are sending Pop-up on many fan-made projects, including the recovery and translation of lost.
Okay, so you have a signed one of that one. Let me try to think.
Finally, in 2009,
Are there any other signed books in the inventory that you like? 'Cause I'm gonna pull what replacements I can, but I think there will be a few that I'll have to either send you something different or just give you money. Jeezy, I did. I totally knew it was going to be $1, and I'm totally cool with it. I wouldn't run it for $1. I would never run something for less than I'm happy to let it go for. I got that one, Leo. I'll run it for $500 again.
In 2003, Konami developed a beat 'em up based on.
I don't believe in
came out
money.
in October with the idea of tying in.
Ryan, you and I are alike in that way. That's what you know what I mean.
The game followed the events of the first season, and was released for the GameCube.
Yeah, I'm not one of those sellers who's gonna run something for $1 and be like,
Despite the mixed reviews, the game received a sequel in 2004.
happy to let it go, happy to get it to a good home.
It was based
Gotcha.
on the second season,
Oh,
this time
chat.
supporting up to 4
Yeah.
players. Interestingly, the game included the original arcade game as an unlockable. It also received a Game Boy Advance side-scroller version. While it wasn't particularly groundbreaking, the game was successful for Konami, selling 1.48 million copies worldwide. This represented an overall increase in sales compared to the previous year. In
This?
2005, Konami had a winning formula, so they released
Okay,
a
keep
third
going.
game based on the cartoon
What else?
called Nightmare. It followed the events from the third season, so it
Cool.
included characters
What
like
else?
Ethan Bishop,
I'll let you know when you're done.
the Triceratons. Similar to the previous game, Mutant
We're gonna do a
Nightmare
shopping
used
spree,
Turtles in
you and
Time
I,
as
Ryan.
unlockable. The game was successful enough, selling approximately 1.5.
I think I got most of those, but
It also received.
I hate when stuff like that happens. So
That same year, Konami released Mutant Melee,
we'll always
which
make good.
wasn't based on any particular plot from the show.
That's right.
Instead, the player could pick up to 22 unlockable characters to use in 4 play modes. This one,
And it doesn't have to be signed either. I just figured, you know,
unfortunately for Konami, their
you get yourself
TMNT
some signed stuff
expired
if you
in
wanted.
2005 and wasn't
How about
available.
this one?
Curiously,
This
it
one's
was
got
set to go in
the little
Wii
remarky, too.
Technologies and created joystick plug-and-play TV.
Batman #3 Eastman.
Some of these games were Gotham City, and Monster Mayhem, and The Way of the Warrior. These games were an interesting trend.
This one? Yep. We're gonna double check the condition on it though.
Ubisoft picked up the license. At the time, Ubisoft was known for their
Let's take a look at this bad girl, Rye.
Of significant importance was Ubisoft's ability to produce high-quality movie tie-in games, which was probably why they
I'm liking that.
In 2007, they produced the game for the movie for Xbox 360.
Yeah, I like that.
PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, Nintendo DS.
There's a little tiny streak of rub right there. Do you see that on the black? Other than that, we're looking good on that. You want it?
But it also allowed players to do acrobatics with the turtles and explore parts of the world. It received mixed reviews, but it was
Got it.
They also developed
You're buying.
side-scrolling
That's cute. I like that. You're buying. You're gonna tell me that you're buying? This is my show, motherfucker. That is number 4. Yep. What else we got? Hold on a second, Ryan. Let's take a look over here.
Ubisoft would release more games for the franchise, but so I'll cover those in this video.
And if anyone wants to run anything, all the turtle stuff is in the auction tab. Let me know if there's anything you want me to run. Happy to run stuff for you. Oh, there's your 21 right there.
Ghirardelli Premium Dark.
And that is
Makes white
45.
better.
I can't remember what you had there, so we're gonna pull them all. Oh, I don't even think I have that. Oh, that's
With all these
59.
hills
We'll check condition
I
on
could stay
that.
for free. I could all of Astoria and go.
Oh, I do have a fucking 2012 annual. Okay. I gotta start relisting stuff, guys. I've got to let it get out of control.
Hilton for the stay.
The summer warm-up event is here. Save up to $700 on Peloton Tread. Go after your goals and heat things up with personalized plans, strength, Pilates.
Ryan, I forget what you have. However, I do have another set of Eastman Batman 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is, guys, I'm so behind on my inventory. I've got all sorts of stuff that's not listed. Did you tip me again?
This change was due to Peter's frustration with Diamond, the comics distributor.
Wanted to. Gotcha. No problem. I don't have those in the Eastmans. Ooh, I gotta set these aside. I know because I gotta relist them.
While this was fine for other publishers, Peter couldn't cope with it. Because the book's bi-monthly nature. He was also frustrated by the long wait between the book's printing.
I don't know if you needed the 1 and 2.
So his new publishing strategy was this. He would release the book first as a digital PDF on wowio.com and in a lower resolution on ninjaturtles.com. All for free.
I've got all sorts of stuff in
Those
here.
who wanted a physical copy
And I keep
They could
forgetting
order
to.
one through Mirage's mail order at $10 plus shipping, with the first 100 copies including a black and white sketch on the inside front or back cover. This high price was set so that they could afford the printing costs. This meant that the book was probably not
Double check here.
price. With all these changes, Peter hoped that working on the book would be fun again.
Yeah, Ryan, the way that this is going to run, buddy, is I'm going to run like one thing and then just send the rest. So
Dan Berger as editor, the Turtles teamed up with
don't worry about that. And I've got, let me check here.
Gingerbread Man on issue number 51. The Turtles also had another team up with the Wild West Cowboys.
22. No, yeah. All right. Well, let's take a break for a minute and not do any tips. And I promise not to do too much. But the 22 Jetpack exclusive. Do you see that in my inventory? I don't think I have that. That's the Hulk homage, I believe.
The story produced by Jim Lawson and Eric Talbot was a sci-fi take on what was going on in the United States at the time. As licensing,
but I don't believe I have that one in my inventory.
US and 200 international companies.
Oh, good shot in the dark because I'm trying to get it in. So let's see here. The second print I won't be able to do. 21.
As well as Kevin's income participation in March
45.
Becoming the sole owner of the franchise.
59.
In the public announcement, Kevin assured that the Turtles were in excellent hands.
67.
He was going to see other
those ones will set.
But don't worry, there's still plenty of Kevin Easton's following chapters of History and a Half Shell. Starting with the canceled second season, fast forward, the production team went digital, abandoning paper. This meant that the official 8th season.
Hey, Ryan, what about this one? You got this?
The digital pipeline. The Lost season was finally aired this year, providing fans with a long-awaited conclusion to the arc's
cool
4 seasons.
Haha.
Playmates wanted another reset in setting and style.
And then I got a 72. Okay, cool. So here's what I got, Ryan. And we can go through condition on these. If anyone has any requests or anything you want me to do for you, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go through these books with Ryan real quick.
Another pitch was TMNT Overload, and it would have featured our Turtles teaming up with their younger selves.
So we'll start here.
Their enemy would have resided in the virtual world, most likely Viral or the Cyber Shredder.
This is a 21. There's like the tiniest little tick. You think you can see it right there. I do have another 21 that we can look at. I don't even know if that is a tick, to be honest with you.
It also went against Peter's
That's the
restriction.
21. Nothing on the back either.
Playmates made one pitch titled Ultimate Team.
Cool. So we'll do that 21. 45.
Settling for the aesthetics of the 2007 movie. This pitch was rejected, leading the way for the winning concept, Back to the Sewer. Hoping that brand synergy would make kids buy
another good one
based on the movie and the show's style guide was updated to align the Turtles and supporting characters more closely.
45. We love some Casey Jones up in here.
Seasons, the Turtles suddenly got pupils. If you're wondering why 4Kids in Mirage considered Playmates requests so much, you'll have to remember that in a post-cable world, cartoons weren't made to sell.
59.
Toys and merchandising were made to keep cartoons in the air. With the abundance of kids' channels, advertising money wasn't enough anymore. Of course,
there's a little pockmark right there. Let me take a look here. I think I got another one of those we can take a look at.
Back to the Sewer had Matt as showrunner, with Roy Burdine, Edwin T. Nevers, and Carrie Randall in charge of character development. Dancing Diablo.
You guys have no idea how many books I really have in here.
Emilio Lopez stayed with the show as character and prop.
Let's take a look here. Ooh, I like that a lot better.
Created by Russell Velasquez, which, depending on your preference, was probably the best of all seasons.
Maybe a little roll.
From September 2008 to February 2009, and introduced Master Kong and a new iteration of the Shredder known
We'll
as
do that
Cyber
59 because I like that one. We did the 45.
Interestingly,
And I got the 70 here.
iteration of Spider-Bites, although the character wasn't named on the show. But the tide was changing for 4Kids. After striking that deal with the CW 4Kids was
Where are we
launched
putting
in
this? This is
September
going to go right over there.
4Kids deal with Fox was
And then 70.
in September the deal with the CW caused some legal headaches for both Fox.
Got it.
Leading to an early end to their agreement, which ended on December
Here's the
31st,
70.
2008. This settlement
Yeah, it's in really good shape.
for both companies, as 4Kids
I don't even want to mess with it too much more.
Fox also ended in 2008, allowing them to focus their resources on the 5-hour block on the CW. According to 4Kids,
70.
net revenues for the 3 months ending in September 2008 totaled
This is all for Ryan. There will be no fighting.
for the same period in 2007. With 4Kids,
I sent him some books like that. Got some issues. So he's in the experience with that. Like I'm looking for TMNT, and he's gonna fight. They always do, but you can't beat me. Oh, I guess you keep doing those tips. That sucks. Don't do that anymore. So that's and then obviously 2. Hold on, buddy. How could I forget? All right, and I got a couple more of these, so no worries there. We'll check condition on these bad girls. I think we did earlier.
Add to all these troubles that 4Kids.
Yeah, this looks like a really nice copy too.
And relying heavily on the Turtles, Yu-Gi-Oh, and on developing their own IP. With all the financial drama and the future of the show in jeopardy, the team moved on to the next Turtle project, the 25th anniversary of Extravaganza.
So it looks like the only ones I'm going to be missing here for you
overall
are that second print 20 and the sub 60. But my thought is to replace those. We will do.
There was only one more episode released.
Let's put that right there for right now.
Mayhem from Mutant Island was a
We'll do this.
from March to May 2009, as many episodes.
We'll do this. And we'll do this. Is what I was thinking. What do you think? I know it is, man, and that's why we're just gonna do condition checks on anything we send you from now on, because I think like I said, I pulled those. Those actually came from Jetpack's inventory, and I think I kind of gave them the once over. Usually I'm a little more stringent, but with Jetpack stuff, I was kind of like I trusted Ralph, but mistakes happen. So and I'm not blaming them by any means. It's my fault. So I take responsibility for that. So do you think that that's all right? I wish I had those other 2 for you. Is there anything else you wanted?
Mirage Turtles. Since this was a licensing agreement between Mirage and NECA,
what else did you?
Designs
That's it. Okay, cool. Let me figure out how we're gonna do this.
To avoid competition with Playmates, NECA could only sell these figures in specialized stores, and they couldn't compete for the same audience. Despite the novelty, these turtles weren't selling well at the time, and it's usually considered that this release was ahead of its time. They were sculpted by the 4 Horsemen, and they had a limited release variant in black and white. One additional issue of Volume 4 came out in 2009. Issue number 31 would be ready in 2009, but for various reasons would remain unprinted until 2015. In his blog, Peter promised that he could wrap up the storylines in more or less 6 issues. In the Tales book,
oh my goodness, come on, baby.
Continued inspiring changes, with the adaptation of Hunt finally revealing the secret.
All right, man, I'm gonna run this for 5 seconds, Ryan.
Another significant event this year was the introduction of the Turtleverse and the pages of Tales of the TMNT number 58. During the
no, stop doing that. Pissing me off. And you get this. Let it go. Thank you. That, and that. Sweet. Just wanted the sale basically to make the label, and we good. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your understanding and patience. I know you obviously wanted your books the first time. That's no problem. Like I said, anytime there's even stuff like people brought up stuff that I'm like, oh, you just whatever. You know what I mean? Here's your money. Enjoy your books. But I appreciate your patience too and understand, like I said. I hate when that happens. It bothers the shit out of me. So.
And this was the documentary that is now known as Turtle Power, the definitive history of TMNT.
We'll get all that to you.
Driven by Isaac. With the help of his
And
friends,
like I said, you already gave me the. There'll be extras in there. I just needed to get the label. Now I got the label. If you're screwed, you can't. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to give you something for tipping me. So. I'm just kidding. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, dude. Always gonna do right by you guys here, no matter what.
Peppercomb's help allowed Isaac to gain full access to the anniversary events. It was at the convention that he finally met Kevin Eastman, who would help him connect with many other
Han Cholo!
TMNT Party Bus toured the country as a mobile turtle museum, showcasing all things.
Can't stop, won't stop, right?
Including character appearances and martial arts demonstrations. Wherever the bus went,
guys, I don't know if you know this, but I get original artwork from people all the time. So we got Brian's original artwork in the top right there, and of course, this is an original Han Cholo. I don't know if you guys know Han Cholo, but he draws a mean Ninja Turtle, as you can see. Dude, my Facebook Messenger is so fucked up. It doesn't give me any notifications. And again, Ryan, definitely keep those books with my apologies and enjoy the new stuff. Let me know if there's any issues. Happy to help. But that's how we do it here at the Looking for TMNT show. Don't ever hesitate to bring that stuff up to me. It does not upset. I mean, it does upset me, but it doesn't. All I do is make it right.
The master licensor for the movie merchandising. Some ninja casting calls took place along the tour.
Dude, you gotta come. Oh, that's cool, dude. What are those Legos?
Their second stop was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, dude, those look rad. You did a great job.
We got out on the field with the Philly fanatic. The following stops were Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, Dallas, Denver, Phoenix.
Yeah, those are right. Sorry, my messenger does not notify me, so like I have to remember to open it up.
TMNT #1 was released for free comic book day in a proper comic book format. The last stop of the tour was at San Diego Comic-Con on July 23rd. There was a little bit of everything for Turtle fans. Upcoming video games, a Mirage panel, and the premiere of the Turtles Forever movie. Interestingly,
oh, I see what JC. Yeah, that's a rough panel, man.
Had been collaborating on the show up to this point. It was very likely the longest and most consistent work.
Okay, I was wondering what that was. You said above that. That's cool.
Perhaps even more than the time he collaborated with Kevin.
Yeah, you did a great job.
The live-action movie found its writer, John Fusco. He would end up writing a much darker origin story, inspired by the recent success of The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. All 4 movies were re-released in a collector's edition on DVD and Blu-ray.
Oh, wow, it's like a print.
At Food Lion, I get MVP savings on apples, strawberries, and blueberries. Me too. Oh, I don't think that's the same thing. What do you mean? Pies. They're fresh.
Oh shit, it's 9:30.
Really fresh.
We're doing the late night Looking for TMNT show tonight. How many guys?
Deodorants, stay your clothes. Gillette cleared your lines and first break clothes on.
Should I? All right, I've been messing around for a while. Should I stop just figuring out how much free stuff people are gonna get and like run
A
things?
delightful way to take
What do you guys think I should run? Oh, here's one. Check this out.
Ken doesn't know everything, but he does know if you bundle your flights, cars, hotels, vacation rentals, you can save up to.
That's right. We run on Alaska time on this show.
Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Han Cholo, are you in the Discord, man?
Can't keep my hands
So you
to
can share this stuff in Discord. Oh, I love that. I love that rap.
Can't keep my hands to myself.
See, JT doesn't know because he lives on like weird fake pretend times. Like it's not a real time zone.
Published in 3 issues in November and December. To bring readers up to speed, a trade paperback titled
Right.
Future
Like they've got sundials, but
collecting the Future Shark trilogy and the Dreamland story arcs. Unfortunately, the process to get the Forever War going was
dude,
so
should we
slow that it
play
was
the
unlikely to
run the stuff I never run game?
another
I mean,
project that would never see
We've
the light
already
of day
sold enough
was
stuff, I'd
Mirage
say.
Universe.
We could just run the stuff that I
This
never
project
run.
was going to bring
I got all
together
sorts of
what
weird shit in here.
was canon and what
Oh, what's up, Fox?
Writer Tristan Jones was involved in
Dang.
verification, confirming all events.
Run the
fine.
shoes. I'm not running the
It was going
shoes.
to be about 100
You know what I'm gonna do one of these
pages
days? I'm gonna look up how much it is to get a new pair, and I'm gonna run them for like double that. And then you know what I mean?
Other writers
Dude, you missed the free comic book day show. We were looking at those shoes the whole time. I didn't want to like point the camera up at people like at the show because I felt like that was kind of like rude to do without permission. So I just had it pointing at my shoes the whole time. We just watched my shoes. Let's see. What do I have that we never run? Oh, look at this. Archie Steve Levine cover. What? Signed by Steve Levine? What? We didn't even know that was in there.
It had a limited print run.
Wow. I
Inspired
got
by
all
Super
sorts of
Smash
this sort of
Bros.,
stuff.
Ubisoft released TMNT Smash.
They got me going into the back stock today.
Scenes written by Peter Laird and a pack-in comic written by Laird with Matt Ludick.
Oh, you are? Okay. They're
They're
11 and a half.
It was developed by Game Arts, published by Ubisoft, and released for the Wii and PlayStation. The game kept the same style as the 2007 movie, but added other characters, such as the Fugitoid and the Utrominate.
Yeah, the last Ronin panel really was awesome. Like I don't even know if people like realized it, but they spilled beans on that panel. And like, it's one of those things where like, I'm going to eventually cut it up. I didn't want to do it right away, but I'm eventually going to, oh, this is funny. I should have ran this for Brian. Signed Jim Lawson. But yeah, it's funny, man. They definitely spilled beans on that panel. If you pay attention, there's one point where, and I can say this because they said it on the thing. He basically says there's some stuff being worked on in the pipe that is definitely happening, blah blah blah. And then later on in the panel, a dude asked the question, "Do you know if the last Ronin video game is still going to happen?" And Tom replies, "I said something earlier," and I was like, "Oh, dude, you just fucking straight up gave it away." Like it was like 100. Like it's you have to kind of watch the whole panel, but he straight up says like the video games are still coming, kind of thing.
Along with other collectibles like the Turtle Party Wagon and a metallized, non-articulated Fugitoid. Other releases this year included more mini mutants. There were plans to release Mirage Turtles figures through Playmates, but these plans were aborted after the breaking news in October. And speaking of Mirage,
yes, yep.
Bundled with Mousers as a San Diego exclusive. As I mentioned earlier, Turtles Forever premiered in the United States at San Diego Comic-Con. Since the film was a team-up with the 1987 Turtles, a special
I'm gonna take that panel and basically cut it into segments and re-release, like repost the videos as well. I just haven't got around to it. There's a lot of stuff like search engine optimization stuff and like other stuff that I'm gonna do to help promote the community and the channel using that content. So I know Ralph is gonna do something with it too. Jetpack had asked me about it to send it over, and I sent them the raw 3 hours or whatever.
They also couldn't use the
there's some stuff I gotta cut out of it, like me bitching about the lady sitting in front of the camera at the beginning.
As a result,
that's not a great look, but still. Like I hated that I had to fucking move that. Like, I had it set up so perfect. Like you guys were just gonna tune in and boom panel, and then some lady came and sat in front of us, so I had to quickly move the camera, and like it jiggles around for like the first 10 seconds or so.
So it needed to end.
Holy shit! There's 2,000 views on that video. That's funny.
Bit by bit, until only a few remained during post-production. Some of them.
How about a free comic book day one last one? What do you mean, Kodiak?
Getting fired, unpaid, and working overtime. The movie was finished just.
What you want? You want me to run a free comic book day book for you?
It was actually broadcast as 3 episodes, and also as a TV movie on the CW network on November 21st, 2009.
Need one. The one I gave to Brian, I think, was the only FCBD one I had. I've got other free comic book day books, but I don't think they're that one. Hold on a second.
He was surprised to be contacted by Nickelodeon as an advisor.
And if that is the case, I'm sorry.
Acquiring the TMNT franchise. It turned out that Nickelodeon.
But yeah, I gave it to Brian, so I don't think I have any more. Yeah, I've only got a couple. I've got 2017. Shit, I think that might be it. I gotta stop giving everything away. Huh? Yeah, sorry, buddy. I gotta delist that because I just gave it to Brian.
Time Warner's Cartoon Network.
Dude,
both had programming.
It's not an uncommon book, though. Definitely, you can definitely find it around. If not, I will get another one for you, and I'll include it in one of your orders.
Something they were going to do because Disney had just acquired Marvel Comics in a $4 billion
Double lemonade, Brian.
While its 25-year history didn't guarantee success, it was
Curse you, Brian.
juggernaut in that demo, and a better investment.
I'd like all you guys. It's hard to get all you guys to stuff. You know, I try to make everybody happy.
The brand became a classic.
And Kodak, it doesn't have to be your last one. You can let me know anything you want, man. I know you guys are like, oh, I don't want to make them sell stuff.
The original shellheads were now becoming parents.
Yeah, right? There you go.
Mark arranged the deal between Peter Laird and Nickelodeon. After a decade of telling the stories he wanted to tell and creating the ultimate mass market entertainment version of the franchise.
What about the color special, Kodiak? You want to take a look at that?
Sure, if Peter was burned out and needed to leave the franchise to someone else, he could have kept the IP with Mirage Studios. But Peter felt that as long as he had a say in the franchise,
I'll show you what's up with it. You can tell me what you want to pay.
His hope was that with the franchise out of his hands, he would find some time and energy to draw again. However, he ensured he retained the right to produce up to 18 comics.
Where are you, baby?
Turtles,
Where are you,
with
beautiful?
Nickelodeon's approval. But no longer than 48. This would have been enough to keep the two books running, give him a possibility to return to his creation. This clause gave Peter.
All right, so here she is.
It would allow him to finish.
Here's what I don't like about it. You see this?
From a historical perspective,
I don't like that. It annoys the shit out of me.
Probably the right time in the cycle to sell the franchise. But this was
And then you see that? That also annoys the shit out of me. But they're little guys. There's a little color break on that one there. And then the back is pretty good. There's a little pock mark there. Little pock mark there. But we'll show you. Show you the errorness of it. And see it's there. It's just got the cross hatching on the inside. That's what makes it an error. In case you're ever curious. It's just that little cross hatch.
Acquiring the franchise was a big ordeal. Many contracts had to be signed to make it happen. Some characters had to be bought outright from their creators, which was
yeah, you may be able to press out the lower and the top, but sadly, you ain't gonna press that out. That's a color break.
Another bad taste in his mouth.
Same here.
He felt the entire 25th anniversary campaign
see that?
was explicitly done.
What a tragedy, right?
After many months of negotiations with Viacom, Nickelodeon.
So let me know if you want that, Kodiak.
On October 21st for $60 million. $10 million was used to buy out 4 kids.
Kroger Boys need homes too.
$50 million went to Mirage, mostly paid to Peter.
I mean, except for those two little things, and then obviously the little bit I showed you on the back there. It's a great copy. The interiors are all good. It is the error. All right. What did I say? I run this for $50, I think. I gotta make a listing for it.
The next 2 years.
Yeah, and ever since I got it, it's been in Mylar. You know, I'll probably just ship it in the Mylar for you. I use a little bit wide Mylar.
Details about what Nickelodeon
Yeah.
wants are not properly documented.
That's what I decided when I bought it.
The global rights to the franchise from Mirage Studios and 4Kids, giving them access to the IP and the rights to produce shows and films featuring the Turtles. This meant that Nickelodeon had instant access to
All right, I said I started at 50.
But other
We'll call
licensed
that
material
fine.
probably needs some clearings before being used. Things that were very likely beyond Nickelodeon's reach were the Next Mutation show and the movies.
Yeah, dude, that's what. Yep.
Owned by Mirage or 4Kids. Since Nickelodeon was interested in creating their own show and movie, getting the broadcasting rights to the Fred Wolf show and the movies would need to wait.
We didn't hear silence. All right, $50. I tricked him. I tricked him again.
Recommended by dermatologists. No irritating residues, no dyes, no perfume.
Yeah, if I close my eyes. I'm a sneaky guy. There you go, man. Enjoy that.
I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough.
Kodiak, you got a thing of loot over here. I don't know when I'm gonna ship all this. You're very welcome, man. You know I'm always happy to help you.
Leo's working hard, growing. Pampers is working hard.
JT, I don't think you even saw. He picked up. I pulled a 40th reproduction off my wall for him. 9.6. Picked it up. He was gonna pick up the 9.8. Yeah.
It's slowing down notoriously in 2010. Tales of the TMNT ended its run with issue number 70, just 2 issues short of catching up with the longest-running TMNT comic. Many of the arcs introduced in the book were left unfinished, and many stories unpublished, including one pitch.
I'm surprised he hasn't.
Gang War Saga.
I showed him the Chicago Comic-Con Volume 3, number 1 earlier. I think he forgot about it.
Projects had to be frozen for a few months to give the new.
It truly is. Like I said, I'd only pull it off my wall for Kodiak. I still got a 9.6, the Jetpack exclusive, which I'll always hold on to forever.
Nickelodeon considered relaunching the comic through Dark Horse Comics.
Oh, you didn't see that, Kodiak? Check this out, dude.
Since she was under an NDA, she couldn't speak about it. Then Nickelodeon decided to go with another publisher. Interestingly,
this one's in really, really good shape, too. I don't know if I showed you this. I mean, I showed it earlier, but check that girl out. That's for Volume 3. It's the Chicago Comic-Con exclusive. I don't know if you ever saw that.
It wouldn't be printed in physical form until 2015. The live-action movie was in
where do you want it?
Stage that it simply changed hands. Writers Art Markham and Matt Holloway were brought in to co-write the script with Fusco. But Paramount wasn't happy with the edginess of the script.
I think people try to sell them for $50, so like $30.
The project to produce. The movie's release was postponed to 2012, and the new writers, Josh Applebaum and Andre Nemec, began work on
it is a really cool one.
This is the Blue Door script that leaked later.
You don't see him all the time.
Next chapter. The Turtle Power documentary was supposed to have a December 2009 release, but after the sale of the franchise,
guys got me in the Mylar box for the first time. Because, like I said, I'm going to be listing some stuff out of it. So.
Mirage Studios remained dormant for pretty much a decade. After the dust settled, it consisted of Peter, Gary, Dan Berger, and Katie McGinnis. Peter let Jim Lawson and Michael Dooney continue to use the studio for their own projects. Dan and Katie worked on mail, selling overstock, and doing the books. According to Jim, Peter went out of his way to provide for everyone involved. NinjaTurtles.com was shut down by Nickelodeon. As a replacement, Mirage created MirageLicensing.com. Dan Berger started working for Heavy Metal magazine until 2020. He would later return to Heavy Metal and would continue doing Ninja Turtles art from time to time. Michael
It's
Dooney
one of those
continued
shows, guys.
doing commissions and the occasional work for the Turtles, including the toys. Jim Lawson also continued working on his own projects.
I figure if you've got a Raw number 1, and then this, and then your graded number 1, like you're like the Resident Volume 3 expert now. Thanks, Kodiak, man. I hope you enjoy that.
To 2020. It was a gallery and store featuring TMNT and indie comics.
That I'm aware of. Just the regular cover and then the con exclusive. This one.
From time to time. And he recently sold the Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa to the Nacelle Company. Steve Murphy moved on to writing novels and teaching graphic novel writing at community colleges. Eric Talbot continued making illustrations and covers.
You're very welcome, man. Thank you.
But he also decided to step out of his comfort zone. He's been doing
Put the lid on the Mylar box now.
Stanton, Massachusetts. Not so unusual, considering he created a tattoo. AC Farley still does commissions.
Don't stop now. Oh, yeah, I was going to say what?
And the long-awaited Recombatants graphic novel. The 4 kids.
You guys want the body count?
August 2010.
I got body count 1 I was thinking about. I got the body count trade. Got that Steve Levine signed 8 remaster.
Lionsgate owned the
I
distribution.
got Raphael Bad Moon Rising 1 through 4. Leonardo Blindside 1 through 4. Donatello Brain Thief 1, 2, 4. Michelangelo the Third Kind 1 through 4. I'll run that Laird Sig Leo for 500 if anyone wants it.
By then, the Saturday morning
City at War.
pretty much dead.
Yeah, and then there's this. And I got that Wrath. It's not in great shape though. I don't like it.
They were accused of fraud and breaches of contract. They eventually filed for bankruptcy in 2011. By 2012, 4 Kids and Yu-Gi-Oh! Licensing settled their disputes. 4 Kids emerged from bankruptcy as 4 licensing corporation.
Oh man, the Wrath.
Toonzai was replaced by Vortex,
I don't
run
know,
by Saban
man.
Brands, who repurchased the Power Rangers from Disney. Vortex ran from 2012 to 2014.
Let's take a look at it real quick. Fuck it.
Bookend to this story, as all of this started with a vacuum left by Saban. One special note should be made about the next mutation.
So here it is.
Broadcast rights also went back to Saban Brands and would later be part of the sale to Hasbro in 2018. Because of this,
Look
the
at
show
that
is
shit.
off limits to Nickelodeon. Ownership of the characters, however, seems to be in
Look
some
at that
sort of gray area.
shit.
As for the Turtles,
Who went and did
after
that?
25 years as an
And my boy
indie
Casey Jones in his first appearance. Like, give me a break.
no longer had to prove themselves
Killing
to
me.
publishers, film
Killing me.
toy manufacturers.
Someone stored this sideways in a long box for modern.
After he
How
came
sad.
out of the franchise sale, animation director Ciro Miele pitched his take on the Turtles to Nickelodeon, and it would be the beginning of the era of the franchise.
Fucking
Publishing
135.
back to comics in 2010. And while one of the Turtles creators was entering retirement, the other one was just about to get his second chance. For all this and some alien Ninja Turtles, please join me in the next chapter of History and a Half Show, where I'll cover the Ciro Miele years of the Nickelodeon era. If you're still here, please leave a comment saying, "It's Ninja time," as well as your thoughts about this era of the franchise. Thanks for watching. See you in the sewers.
It's Ninja time. Two seconds, guys. Let me just grab a drink real quick. Oh my god, there's such a big stack of stuff to ship. Oh, sweetie, will you wait until we go? Okay, you can go in there.
That all? On a 24-hour freshness. Good.
Get one of these Jimmy John's sandwiches, chips, and a drink for $8.99. Oh, that's good.
The years after TMNT #1 hit shelves, Mirage Studios transformed from 2 guys working out of a living room to a full-fledged comic book studio. A transformation that would prepare the Turtles creators for the wildest time of their lives. But just before Turtle Mania, Mirage Comics had to survive the black and white comics crash.
Yes, you can. Of course you can.
To the hearts of kids.
You're the star of the show.
Join me today in this 3rd episode of History and a Half Show.
Oh, take care, JT.
Before Turtle Mania.
If you're still there, dude, I just want to grab some milk. You know me. Awesome. Night, brother. Be well. We'll probably not go too much longer now. It's 10 o'clock. I'm just having a lot of fun.
The first issue took everyone by surprise. The comic's unexpected success pushed Kevin and Peter to grow Mirage Studios.
What was I doing?
Expanding their team and launching a whole new line.
What are we running, guys? What are you feeling?
Each one hoping to become the next Turtles.
We're getting weird with it. Oh, check this out.
That I saved for this episode. Mark Friedman.
Ryan, you can have this. I'll take it out of the frame though. Look at that sign. Isn't that fun?
By 1986,
That goes in the
Mirage
Ryan
was
pile.
managing several existing licenses and in-house merchandise, like the Dark Horse miniatures, the Palladium role-playing books, and their
That's a fun one.
T-shirts. The Palladium RPG
Nah,
books
dude.
were a hit.
You already gave me like $40 worth of tips, and I'm just pretty much replacing your books anyway. So like, cut that shit out. You're good. I love you.
After a rough experience with Solson Comics, Kevin and Peter were hesitant to sign over rights to just anyone. Thankfully, the comic was still selling well, giving them the leverage to be selective when choosing new partners. Before we go any further, if you're enjoying this deep dive into the history of the franchise,
I'll start running stuff for $1 and getting real mad.
TMNT, the ultimate visual history. It was an invaluable resource.
Ryan, you threw me for a loop there. I was like, wasn't you? I was like, well, now I gotta go back and check to make sure what I'm doing. I'm doing, sir.
A licensing agent named Mark Friedman.
Oh, guys,
Mark had been in the licensing
it's all.
business
This is
for a
what it's
while.
all about.
He learned the ropes working on major properties, learning how to help launch toy lines
And
G.I. Joe.
trust me, I
and
wouldn't
developing
do
animated
anything
series like
that
the
would harm the
Flintstones,
operation in
Chipmunks.
any way, or
But
like
then
like I said,
Mark went freelance.
yeah, we might lose a little bit of money at the end of the day, but it's well worth it to take care of our best customers. So it's this is all part of. I budget for all of this, and I very rarely have to even think about the fact that I budget for it. So.
And that's where
Like I think we've had like 3 or 4 problems since I started in September, and I budget. I have like an allotment. So what I end up doing is spending our like errors or mistakes or damages allotment on free stuff for you guys. So either way, it's just the way the operation was built. I built this more as a community, less as like a retailer, and that's kind of how it's going to remain. So no worries there, guys. Well, you know,
He rushed to the nearest
someday,
grabbed as many issues as he could find.
someday I might have to stop, but not this year. Maybe next year. We'll see.
At First Comics, the publisher handling the recolor collected
All my
editions.
anyone I'm partnered with on this is just amazed that on what I'm doing. So everyone's happy, customers happy, I'm happy, partners happy.
Now he just needed to convince Kevin, Peter, and the rest of the world. Mark asked.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with these shipments for sure. Because both Kodiak and Ryan get a Discord bonus on top of their regular bonus.
It wasn't
Plus, oh, that's so great. And then Jeezy also gets a bonus because he's Discord giveaway. The Discord giveaway thing is just fun. And I've been running, I don't know if you guys saw, I've been running ads just for like the Discord to try to get people into Discord. And I'm going to start running it, like, I'm going to try different angles on it. Like, I tried running it through our page, but I'm also going to try just as like a general Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Discord, like advertising that and just trying to get people in.
Final approval on everything. That part wasn't negotiable.
Yeah. I can do that, I guess, but like you earned it at the end of the day. Like that's your you click the button, you know what I mean? You did the work.
His logic was on.
But
if he could land a deal with
yeah, I'll consider that. I'll take it under consideration. How's that sound? It's the best you're gonna get.
He was also eyeing the moving home video market. VHS was still new, and there wasn't a ton of content for kids yet. That could be another inroad for the Turtles. But there was a problem. The name Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It's a great question, Ryan.
A lot of companies. LJN.
It doesn't say if it's an A cover. I think the way they did these was regular and sub. But let me double check.
But ultimately, they walked away. The pitch had a few hurdles. Yes, the comic was doing well with kids, but it was technically recommended for mature readers. And it was an indie book, which meant it wasn't mainstream enough to feel like a safe bet for big toy companies. And then there was the color. Historically, green was considered a tough sell in the toy aisle, at least until 1988. Out of options, Mark.
Yeah, I think this was around the time IDW was doing regular and subs instead of cover A, cover B. Yeah, this is considered the cover A.
Playmates was a Hong Kong-based manufacturer known for dolls, preschool toys.
You need 2 through 6A covers.
Days at Hanna-Barbera.
You don't even gotta say that anymore, buddy, because I am
one thing for sure.
always gonna run condition for you from now on. It's a lot easier. I think it's just a better way to do it.
The head of marketing.
But yeah, you could definitely remind me every time. I'm only teasing. Give me a second here. I just want to make sure.
However, the project hit a wall after the duo lost the room during their first presentation. Bill Carlson, the president of Playmates US.
And just so you know, if you ever feel like there's not enough light on it, I do also have an additional spotlight light that we can use with bright white or different colors too. So I'm just using the overhead light right now. No tickies, no tickies. You see it's got the rollers on it, but that's pretty much all comics from this era. If you had to press, if you feel like you need to press, that will press easy. Little roller marks. And a Dirk Gently ad on the back. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. That was a great show.
And since it was Marvel, another idea popped up. A comic book aimed at younger readers. Something more directly tied.
Very near mid. That's a good.
Take a mental note of that. At the Playmates offices, Kevin and Peter were shown 2 prototypes. One was bulky and blocky. The other was leaner and more muscular, sculpted by Steve Varner and inspired by the fantasy artwork of Frank Frazetta. They really fell in love with the Steve Varner one. After seeing what John Handy had been working on, and with some possible ideas on what changes could be made, the duo was happy to proceed. And by December of 1986, a deal for $150,000 was put in place for Playmates to develop toys based on the TMNT. As a result, Mark's contract was extended, and his freelance company, Surge Licensing.
And I've got that one, and then I've got obviously the blank cover, and then just the number 1 regular A. Yeah, let me know if you guys want me to run that one again. No worries if not. I didn't see anything really wrong with it. Just, like I said, the regular kind of roller marks of it coming off the press.
That momentum didn't last. For the past
it did. Here.
The comic book industry had been riding a black and white, driven by speculation.
And let me know if you guys don't see it run. Sometimes
the kind of collectability that Teenage Mutant
what not to
Ninja
be
Turtles
funky.
had achieved.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
In 1987, the industry was imploding. Publishers were shutting down, and comic shops, unable to sell all the glut, were closing down.
You see that, Kodiak? Let me know if you don't. I was gonna say, I feel like you had bad luck on that side today. Thanks so much, Ryan. I appreciate you. Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Prime Slime Tales, Rowan and Tony Basilicato's book, had to find a new publisher.
No worries. Never any pressure there.
It moved to Now Comics, but was canceled again.
My pleasure, dude. Always.
Two more issues.
Always. This has been a great show. A lot of fun.
Gizmo held on for a while, but got the axe after issue number 6. The decision came so suddenly that issue number 7 was already in production. That unfinished story later appeared in the collected Gizmo softcover in 1988. Jim Lawson's Bait Biker and Orson only lasted 4 issues and was also collected in 1988. This wasn't the end for indie comics, though. Titles with
Do you really want that, man?
Fanbase, like Sonic Jimbo, Service, and Flaming Carrot, managed to weather the crash. In the wake of this, creators Monica Sharp and Dave Garcia made the bold decision to self-publish the Chronicles of Panda Con. The book ran for 4 issues in a special, not because of market forces, but
I mean, it is a cheap wrap at the end of the day. I get that.
the Turtles were now their stronger asset, so they pivoted toward Turtle.
To be honest with you, I bought that for $100.
Having only 1 book, Kevin and Peter realized that the new
So,
staff members
you know what, man? Fuck it.
stability to stay in Northampton. Plus, Kevin and Peter were starting to fall behind schedule. More and more of their time was being eaten up by business obligations, licensing calls, and approvals. For all these reasons,
Appreciate you guys' support tonight. Really do.
TMNT book, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I said 135. Just cover the fucking fees. That's fine.
It was written and penciled by Jim Lawson and inked by Ryan Brown.
Oh no!
The goal was to have a TMNT comic on the shelves every month, alternating between the main title and Tales. And while that schedule,
I paid $100 for it plus 8%.
Pretty close.
Will be 108. That's what Whatnot will hit me, and then so 108, and then like 30 cents on the transaction, right? Okay.
Meanwhile, in the main book, the Shredder made a deadly.
There you go, bam! I'm not gonna make any money on it though.
Forcing the Turtles, Splinter,
it's going to a good home,
to seek refuge in Northampton. The Turtles would end up staying there for a long time, mostly because the Mirage artists were more familiar with Northampton than New York. But the story also dragged out for other reasons. The studio was growing fast.
I said 135, but you know me.
Dive into licensing the property was stretching.
I have trouble sticking to my price commitments. I always go lower. You just gotta wait a little bit.
Were so different.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much.
On the other hand, Kevin Eastman didn't mind being a little flexible.
Ah, guys. Hey, man, thank you.
To show,
I appreciate you.
Especially when it came to
I gotta stop being mad about that. I should be being thankful and appreciative that I have the best TMNT community on the internet.
For a while.
My pleasure, man. Absolutely my pleasure. I really hope you enjoy it, dude.
Still, the duo was
that now you get your other one. You get your other one graded, and you'd have a reader.
One inspired by The Dark Knight Returns. The story would take place.
Yeah, no, good thinking, man. But you got that second print.
The idea was
and the color classic. You got to take a picture of them all when you get it done.
Realized until decades later, when Tom Waltz and Kevin Eastman.
Dude, you could. I'm trying to think of a way to do this, but Heroes has CGC, and I was trying to think of a way people could send me books. I get them graded and send them back to them because CGC will get them turned around in a day. So if you were interested in doing that, let me know, and I will do that for you.
Miami Vice comic number 4, a Mark Bodie book.
Like if this volume 4 doesn't sell, part of why it's priced like that is if it doesn't sell by the time Heroes comes around, I'm gonna go get it graded. Probably this volume 2, number 1 too.
Projects that open the door for other creators to play in their universe.
Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, absolutely, man. I think we've got about a month, maybe a little bit more, month and a week or so before the con. So
Written and
plenty of time.
illustrated by Usagi's creator, Stan Sakai. Just 2 months later, Mirage followed it up.
Jesus, guys.
An anthology of
I really appreciate the tips, man. That meant a lot. Just so you know I get all curmudgeon-y about it, but I really do appreciate you guys. I always try to have a one-up, but you guys take it away pretty quickly.
At least on paper. But behind the scenes, Kevin and Peter were under growing stress.
That's right, I don't have to eat ramen this week, guys. Oh, that's funny. That's real funny.
Private brand is so good, you can't tell the difference between this and the pricier stuff.
Yeah, we got to get some good pizza too. Maybe some hot honey pepperoni. What do you guys think?
That's smart shopping, people.
I appreciate you guys. Eat ramen anyway. Yeah. You know what? I probably will. Nah, you guys made my week. I was gonna say you made my night, but this was an awesome show. And not that this morning was great too. We've had a lot of really good shows. Just hanging with you guys.
Event is here. Save up to $1,000 on Peloton Bike Plus. Go after your goals and keep
for real.
With personalized plans, strength,
late night looking is always there's always something fun with late night looking. It's always a treat. Do you guys, how many people we got? I was gonna say, man, if we had a little bit more, we'd do a $1 start on the slab. You guys wanna do a real stupid low start on the slab? Fuck it. What about that Tails? Oh yeah.
Adapting the turtles into toys was a complicated process filled with compromises.
I'm gonna keep trying to do some more fun, different stuff to keep the shows fun, fresh, and interesting and stuff, guys. Like, I want to do a big Turtles raid train. I've got a bunch of ideas. I think I've probably bored you guys enough with them in the past. But we've got some cool stuff. I want to do the show where, like, you guys can hop on the Discord voice chat and like we can all chat during the show. Like everyone, like Eternally Cool. That was your idea, I think, and it was a great one. I'm all for that.
And speaking of packaging, Playmates knew the.
Oh, okay, Jeezy. I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna try. And it's whatnot. It does that. That happens to me all the time, frankly. But I will keep that in mind. I do Saturday mornings and I do Monday nights. And I do kind of Tuesday nights, but I really start around 4:30. I usually end by 6:30, sometimes a little earlier. But I'm gonna make it a point. Once I'm done this round, I schedule my shows 10 weeks out. I think I'm gonna change the Tuesday Turtle show, the action figure show, and I'm gonna move that to like Friday nights or Sunday nights. But I'm gonna end up doing our Mondays and Saturdays like we always do. But I'm gonna do one late night show. I think is what I want to do for the next round.
None of these made it.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool, to get Pyle, Brian, obviously, Turtle Time, Crew, obviously. Maybe my girl, Sort of Happy. We don't see her very often. Maybe Billy's.
Back then, playsets were all about big.
Maybe Chan Knight.
Like Castle Grayskull.
Try to get everyone in and just do a huge old raid train. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
The idea was that Master Splinter had learned to communicate with an ancient ninja master known only as the Face. He would appear as a living, mutating section of the sewer, serving as a teacher.
So I'm going to try to organize that here over the next month.
But the concept was vetoed by
so keep your eyes out for something like that, guys. And when I do organize it, I'm going to run like Facebook ads and different ads for it and promote the, I'll obviously promote my own show probably, but I'm going to go into each raid, like Pyle's show, and I'll promote and do a community boost for him. And I'll try to do a community boost for every seller as like a thank you for participating.
So, of course, the topic of how to...
That's still in the docket. Yeah, we tried that one time and he had some technical difficulties. We're definitely going to do it again. He's just been a busy boy. He's doing a lot of in-person cons and stuff like that. And of course he has his shows and he's got a family and a kid, whereas I'm just over here fucking talking shit, running Ninja Turtles, you know what I mean? So anyone like that, and Brian too, I'm always like, yeah. You got like a real life over there, man.
they eventually agreed.
Swimming in Ninja Turtles.
How was it decided which turtles would get each color?
How many people we got in here? 5?
Leonardo would wear blue, a regal color.
What do I run this for?
Samurais and royalty.
165.
Raphael would keep the red because it was a color that went well with his rage and passion. Michelangelo would get orange because it was, in their words, a silly color. It's definitely an energetic and playful color. Attributes that match his personality.
Hey, it's all right. The same thing Kodiak too. These guys are like families. I'm like, you know.
As this was the journey.
Oh, Ryan spotted it.
That lineup stuck. But for a moment, just a moment, Leonardo and Michelangelo almost ended up with each other's colors. Another change that happened during the Turtles' move to 3D was...
I usually run that for 165, so that was...
Yeah. Apparently a lot of people...
2/3 off?
Some comic readers.
Not bad.
They looked a little too...
Kodiak getting another... Oh my goodness, he doesn't even do slabs. I love making Kodiak buy slabs. It's my favorite thing. You know, he got a Volume 3, number 1, 9.2 for like $3. It's in the Hall of Fame in the Discord. This bad boy might end up in the Hall of Fame too. But awesome, dude. I'm glad you got that.
Carl Aronian brought in writers John Schultz and John Besant.
Watch this.
A company called Pangea. Their job was to craft a simplified backstory that would be printed.
Of course, Kodiak. I'm glad you get it. I run this for $150. What the fuck?
Paired with the bold packaging, it gave the line a visual identity that stood out from everything else.
It's expensive.
On concept designs, John Handy was joined by concept.
Oh, then don't bother with this, guys. I'll be doing more fun stuff.
Mark Taylor of Masters of the Universe fame, who helped carry
I normally run this for $150. That's a lot of money.
Departure. On the sculpting side, Steve Varner focused on the heroes, while Scott Henze of Anaglyph Studios handled the villains. Scott wanted the bad guys.
My slab crackers.
But since every figure had to stay in scale, most of the villains had to be.
Well, since you guys don't do slabs, what do you want to do?
One villain in particular, Rocksteady, went.
I mean, we don't have to do anything. We can play. What do you want to pay? We can play. Run it for whatever I want.
So a more
we can play run stuff I never run. I should probably get off and start packing your orders, though.
There's so much more to say about this era, especially the way these toys were made.
Some call me the case of love. Some people call me Maurice.
It's an incredibly deep dive into both the production.
Buddy, I think that you have officially or unofficially cleaned me out of Raphael micros. And I don't even think I've got any like. I've got Jetpack micros for Volume 5. You want Jetpack micro Volume 5? I'll put one in your order.
For the parents of 7-year-olds.
Can't stop me. Maybe you try. Do you have a Jetpack, Raph, for Volume 5?
So if the Turtles were ever going to reach...
Do you have this bad girl?
Especially kids, a cartoon product was a must. Bart Friedman did this from day one. That's why he convinced Richard Salas at Playmates and International Video Entertainment to fund 5 animated episodes. Just enough for a week-long trial run and TV syndication. Now, this is where stories...
Oh, copy that. And what a great first purchase to have.
What happened next? We know that Jerry Sachs from Playmates ad agencies...
Let's take a look. Oh, well, obviously... Yeah, no more Mirage Rafts. I got the Raft Mask. You know, this bad boy. Whoop, not that bad boy. This bad boy. I got that.
He agreed to take on the
Turtles
miniseries. Initially,
Spin through all day.
writer Chuck Lorre. Yes, that Chuck Lorre.
Obviously, the Turtles are great still. I don't know why I picked so many of those up.
Chuck ended up writing the lyrics to the now iconic theme song.
Who's texting me? I'm in trouble.
Working with composer Danis Cello
I'm
Brown
really
and
in
singer
trouble.
James Mandel, aka Miles Dobler, they pulled the song together on a 48-hour deadline with a $2,000 budget. By April of 1987,
yeah, you cleaned me out.
That's when little Rudy J. Zamora.
You want the body count number 1? You guys already got that though, right? I remember you guys hunting for that a while ago.
To pitch him on this strangely titled project. Luckily for Rudy.
Oh, you got the 101 the Jenica. That's cool. I remember that.
He already had the comic.
That's our job.
David took what worked from the source.
I lined him up, you knock him down, huh?
He changed April into a TV reporter.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
get the Turtles into the action. He kept Shredder as the main villain.
Come on.
Slicing anyone up. He turned the Foot Clan into
That's funny.
robots. And to provide this technological army, he created.
I've got a graded RAF 8.0.
Like
I got graded myself. That's about.
Deeming the turtles
Totally cool. Probably 2 days. I'll probably go Friday to drop off my books for CGC, and then Saturday I'll pick up my books from CGC and try to run a show.
Was making Michelangelo the token teenager.
What can we talk me
He also
out
gave
of?
him a catchphrase. Galbunga,
We can play. I
was
mean,
initially a throwaway line in the pilot.
I'm not
but
sure you're
Fred
gonna
Wolf
win
liked it so much that he requested it.
I mean,
to
how
turn
often
into
do you
a
really win
catchphrase on the show.
over here?
David also had to connect the
Absolutely,
show
Charlie Cole. I'd love to.
So he created
I'd love to. I
backstories
live here in
for
Charlotte, so I'm
Wolf's
happy
ending.
to.
The turtle
Hold on. Let me make sure I didn't lock the door on Amy.
And he even codified the rules for the mutagen, now stating that whoever touched the ooze would mutate into whatever animal they had last come into contact with. One major change the show made, likely at the suggestion of Playmates, was merging Splinter
Yeah, you
and
do win
Amado
pretty
Yoshi
often.
into the same character.
Because I
This
let you win.
simplified the origin story and
Because I like
conveniently
ya.
removed the revenge arc that was central to the original comic.
As I like you. I think you're a good guy. I think you're one of the good ones.
The turtles would often break the fourth wall, crack jokes, and even acknowledge that they were in a cartoon. It was a big departure from the gritty, serious world of the comics. The cartoon made many other contributions to the franchise. A significant one was the turtles' love for pizza. This was put there because it implied that all kids
Are we
love
playing
pizza.
things he never
And to make it a
runs?
little gross, they added the recurring gag of putting strange
Got me thinking
toppings
about
on
what RAF things I do
Now,
have.
officially, the first 5 episodes were written by David Wise. And his
Yeah,
then
this is from
wife,
Urban
Patty
Legends, the reprint
However,
of Volume
the full
3.
extent of Patty's contributions
You got me thinking and digging now. I got all sorts of stuff in here.
On the art side, MWS originally hired Ira Turek as the art director and character designer for the
Oh,
final art.
yeah.
Later, he was replaced by Peter Chung.
I don't know if I even have any myself. I think all I've got is the 8 covers.
Flux. At the time, Peter was working on the Cops animated series, and his influence can be seen in many of the incidental characters throughout the pilot. One of his standout contributions was the storyboard for the theme song intro. Using the lyrics as a guide, he meticulously timed out every visual to sync perfectly with the music. He actually shared these storyboards, along with several sketches and concepts, on his Instagram recently. Perhaps more iconic than his April was Krang's android body. Thinking the show would flop, he proposed that design as a joke. He was surprised when it got approved. However, some interesting elements were lost in the adaptation.
Oh, dude, guys, I forgot I gotta list these. Look, I got all this Re-Evolution.
Paul Jenkins shared a story about April's redesign. According to Paul, the original pitch was for April.
Guys, I've got so many books in here, I forgot I got a list.
Comics most of the time, but the animation studio pushed back, claiming that animating black hair was too hard. That decision surprised Kevin and Peter, who eventually gave in to the quote-unquote limitations of the animators. A similar situation happened
On the sketch figure, ooh, you're testing the boundaries. I like that. You got to test the boundaries. You got to see where the boundaries are at. Unfortunately, I probably won't be doing that. If we had like 30 people in here, I'd probably do it. I get real ballsy when there's a lot of people in here.
Wild-haired look of a mad scientist like Doc Brown from Back to the Future. Apparently, the idea was to ride that movie's popularity and make Baxter a quirky, older inventor. In fact,
that is too expensive though for what it is. If anyone tries to talk me down on it in a reasonable way, I probably will. I just didn't know what to put on it, frankly. To be honest with you, I got that for free, so it wasn't really yeah.
Now, I only heard this story from Paul.
Not to make 20 more accounts. Love it.
And while it's anecdotal,
yeah, I bought an eBay lot of last run of figures, and that was like included in it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Black characters were often excluded from animation for being too urban or too hard to animate. Animators would say that urban styles weren't commercially viable, or that black hair and facial features were.
That makes sense. Because it doesn't cost him anything to sign it. And like retail is around $35-40 for those. So he must get them for a good price from Mecca. And then, yeah.
That said, the 1987 cartoon did have black characters. And while Bebop got mutated...
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like I said, I was like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck to sell this for. So I just put it whatever. And I figure someone will talk me down to whatever price they think is fair.
None of them were leads or even...
But I'm in no rush to kind of get rid of that either.
And without Fred Wolf's involved...
But yeah, that's... I mean, even at the show, like, you got stuff signed for, like, we got stuff signed for JT, and, like, I brought the stuff over. And he goes, "Oh, you just want free signatures?" And I had to keep telling the Mirage artists and Ben too a couple times, like, no, there's no such thing, no free signatures. At least like $25. And they're like, "Okay." I'm like, "Yep, $25."
Now,
Like, we don't do free signatures on the Looking for TMNT show, and we don't not pay our artists either.
Some say it was David Wise's idea.
Like, you guys need to make money. I don't give a shit about money, so there we go.
Inspired by Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Interestingly, the actors were hired without
That's
being
the
assigned
Grail
their
sale.
characters, so they had to figure it out themselves.
I got a pair. I told you guys, I got a pair of shoes for you right here. How much you look? We'll start these at 50, 100. Look at these bad girls. These are Looking for TMNT originals. I'll sign them. You guys want me to sign them? Oh, Tree Fitty. You do not, dude. If I said those shoes with your books, you're gonna send those books right the fuck back to me because they're gonna smell like shit. I'm gonna tell you right now.
What really made the magic happen? The cast recorded together. That's not always the case in animation, but in this one, it made all the difference.
Thanks for showing me the condition. They all look great, but now they smell like shit. So,
giving the Turtles the banter and rhythm we now consider iconic.
At Food Lion, I get MVP savings on apples, strawberries.
351 separate box.
Me too.
Oh man, you guys don't really know how to wheel and deal. It's my favorite part about this show is we're all such good hagglers.
Really fresh.
You know, you guys, I just run things for less than you ask for, and then you guys ask for really low prices for things that I couldn't even ship for.
Find exactly what you're looking for. Booking.com.
I like the way you think. The wrap is worth more. Oh, you like the lighted shell? Thank you very much. That was a gift. Pretty much everything up on the setup there was a gift. And I'm sorry that we're just kind of chilling and chatting and not running anything. That kind of happens towards the end of my shows. But of course, if there's anything you want me to run or anything I could do for you, let me know, dude. But thanks for coming in. I really appreciate the kind words too. Tyrell, great to see you, dude. We're doing a late night surprise pop-up show tonight. Let me change the announcement so as not to confuse the youngins.
Back in Northampton, Kevin and Peter were mostly happy with the cartoon's progress. Though every now and then they had to step in to prevent it from veering off in unexpected directions. Like one idea that would have merged Shredder and Krang into a single villain by the end of the first season. By the fall of 1987, news about the cartoon and the upcoming toy line started surfacing in Mirage's own publications, including sneak peeks at the first 10 action figures. Mark Friedman struck new deals with Random House for coloring books, puzzles, and board games.
Oh, and this one is individually numbered and signed by the artist on the back there. Also initialed by Rich Horn, which is fun.
Exclusive merch directly to members, thanks to a deal with AJM Marketing Enterprises. That same year, Mark caught wind that Nintendo had opened the
All right, guys, maybe another 5 minutes or so, and of course I'll go longer if I feel like it, but right now we'll kind of say about a 5-minute warning. If there's anything you guys want me to run, let me know, other than the fucking Puma shoes.
So Konami created a workaround, a side label called Ultra Games that could push out 5 more. And that's how the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got their shot.
That's a good way to get me to stick around for sure.
It was a gamble. The show hadn't aired yet, but by the time the game dropped, it was perfectly timed with the peak of Turtle Mania. More about that in the next episode.
And next time you guys see me will be on Monday, and I'll be popping up with, well, not popping up, it'll be a regularly scheduled show, but we will have a bunch of new stuff, even more new stuff. I'm going to be digging into some personal collection stuff, sizing down before the move. So my need to reduce the amount of space my collection takes up is your game, for sure. And if any of you guys want toys, please come on Tuesday. I'm going to run shit so fucking cheap. I just be trying to get rid of stuff. So if there's any toys you've had your eyes on, be there on Tuesday. Right on. I think I'm going to $1 start all the loose and like $3 start a bunch of the regular figures, like the reissue figures, $5 start. Some of the more premium figures, and we're just gonna fucking ship them.
The full 5-episode season had a budget of about $2 million.
Are you Master Splinter? I can't figure it out. I see you around now.
Pulled the trigger on a massive marketing.
All right, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
From their ad agency made sure every commercial dropped at the same time.
We going to have anything tonight? I'm not sure what you mean, man. You wondering why I'm not running anything? I'm sorry. I'm like the worst seller on here. I've got like over 500 turtle items and 2,000 things in my buy now, and I just sit here and talk the whole time. Let me know if there's anything you want me to run, though. All the turtle stuff is in the auction tab, and everything else is in the buy it now. Like I said, over 450 or 500-ish items on the turtle side, and then over 2,000 items on the buy it now side. Definitely take requests, open to offers, bundle deals. I'll run random stuff. Happy to do that. We do that all the time.
Into something much bigger than themselves.
Well, we've already done some pretty crazy stuff tonight, for sure. We did some deals for our regulars, for sure. So, Greg, if there's anything you were thinking, let me know, man. Like I said, I've just got like over 2,800 items now, so it's hard for me to run through everything.
Kids really started to latch on, but eventually they did.
That's true. You keep buying shit, I'll definitely stay on. But to be honest with you, if you just keep talking about Ninja Turtles and being cool, I'll stay on too. So you don't even really have to spend any money.
Their toy line was still months away, set for a summer.
Oh, you guys want to do this one again? Let's do this.
A few early releases in the spring.
Let's see if anyone's interested in this.
They'd already spent a lot on the cartoon. They still had no product on shelf.
I'll see if I still got. I'll see what I got up my sleeve. I normally run this for $150.
He struck a deal with Sachs Finley to gain ownership of the original miniseries, giving him more leverage to keep things moving. With that, MWS started hunting for funding to produce 13 more episodes, the magic number needed to launch a full-fledged series. Fred's first stop was Group W Productions.
Ooh, and it's gone. Thank God.
Westinghouse. They were
Is it only costs like $35 to get something great. That's pretty much a big book.
Of the universe. TMNT looked a little too expensive, so they passed. Fred didn't give up. He reached out to all three major networks.
I got this bad girl graded myself.
Had already been tested with kids, but none of them were interested.
I normally run it for
$225. Strong enough to claim a Saturday morning slot. Fred considered international offers, but eventually circled back to Group W. This time, he pitched a bold solution.
I'm gonna do something like this, like I said, for the Rewards Club show. It's like 50 to 75% off stuff.
Fred didn't actually have that million covered yet, but he was banking on another project landing.
Like I said, we'll have a bunch of new stuff on Monday as well.
The Turtles were officially back in business.
What else we got? I mean, I can keep running Sludge or cheap.
Ups and downs. On the plus side, there were no network execs breathing down their necks, which meant more creative freedom. But on the flip side, they had to sell the show station by station, all across the country, just to make sure there was enough coverage to fuel toy sales nationwide. Animation.
Cool, Shattered exclusive, Volume 6, number 1.
The second season credits tell a
run what at $1 start? I normally run this one for $160.
Productions, a South Korean studio best known at the time for Alvin and the Chipmunks.
You don't have to bid on anything, Ryan.
Made them the obvious choice. With Peter Chung.
Nah, you don't want to spend that. You don't want to spend money on that.
As the new art director, and Frank Rocco handled character design. Everything was lining up for a big fall premiere.
You know, save your money. You never know. You know.
Meanwhile, things weren't looking quite as bright over at Playmate. Despite all the work and planning, the company still had serious doubts about the action figures.
What's he gonna do for this one?
Start production earlier, but it wasn't
what?
overwhelmingly positive feedback from the New York Toy Fair.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, dude. That's that's what I hear that all the time. Did you know that? I appreciate that, man. I try to make it fun. We normally run this for 200. That's what? I can't believe it. That's right. You save your money. You never know. Don't be spending your money on funny books. All right.
The first wave hit stores.
You know, you're gonna spend all your money on funny books. What happens if you? What happens if you need toilet paper, huh?
Giants like Target.
What happens?
Walmart turned it down. It was
You spent it all on funny books. Now you can't wipe your ass.
That saw the potential and put in their orders.
You could have wiped your ass, but you spent it all on funny books. You know what I mean?
That first wave included the core lineup: Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael,
Yeah, Ryan.
Michelangelo, April O'Neil, Shredder.
I've been known to do things like that, so don't ever
Followed soon after. Fan favorites like the Cheapskate.
don't ever count me out.
The Knucklehead. The Party
Like I said, I feel like I'd want to do that for the Rewards Club show. It's only going to be available to like 20, 30 people. There's probably only going to be a few people in there, and I'm probably going to do stupid shit. I love doing stupid shit. I got too many books. I mean, I want to get to 1,000 turtle items in the inventory, but I'm fighting myself to do it for sure. What is in this box? Oh.
That first wave included flyers to join the Turtle Force fan club, and the blisters contained pizza points that could be exchanged for merchandising like VHS tapes, posters, towels, and more. Vehicles were packaged with a joke book and a small catalog, which became collectibles in their own rights.
You guys keep talking about dollar starts. I don't know. What do you want to do? You
The cartoon hit the airwaves on Saturday, October 1st, 1988. David Waters helped shape the tone of the show from the beginning.
I feel like I have to oblige.
After that first episode, he walked away. He felt he was contributing too much and getting too little credit. On top of that, his style clashed with the direction of the
now you've done it though. You can't undo.
David
Pandora, don't go back in the box.
Showrunner was comedy writer Jack Mendelsohn.
We normally run this one for 25. Anyone want a little volume 2 by Tales Volume 2?
The season became an overnight success. It went from airing on the weekends to weekdays, becoming the #1 rated children's syndicated show.
Thought I'd get you guys at that one. Everyone's like, I don't want to start collecting fucking Tales Volume 2. Don't.
For the past 3 years.
Good try looking. We ain't collecting that shit. 72 issues is fucking low print run
But the Turtles were
madness. Oh, guys, I totally get it. No worries there.
At first, their approval rights seemed like the perfect way to protect their vision. But over time, they lost their teeth. As the franchise shifted to target kids, more and more creative changes.
What else? What else? What
Kevin and
else?
Peter started to feel like their input wasn't even welcome anymore. Kevin learned to roll with it. Peter, not so much. The pace of animation didn't leave room for debates about what the Turtles should or shouldn't do.
Oh, word.
For the creators, it became a necessary
Ooh,
compromise.
that's fun.
One that allowed the toy line and the brand to thrive. At least they still had their black and white comic.
Let's try a few of these bad girls, huh? This one's limited to 250. It's the Volume 1, Number 8 remaster.
Contracts, dealing with trademark lawyers. Kevin and Peter's collaboration.
Oh, bless your heart, Kodiak. You do not want to collect that series. Just, you're better off sending emails to IDW to finish the fucking trades. It's better use of your time and money. Be your call, dude.
And while that clash was the secret sauce behind the Turtles' early success, it often left people wondering how they ever.
They should. They fucking, you know what I mean? Like, they did like 4 of them, and then they're like, oh, never mind.
They decided
like,
to
guys.
alternate issues for a bit. That worked. For a while.
Yeah, JT, that's how we do. That's, you know?
Like Mark Martin.
I play hard to get. That's my sales tactic. I play hard to get. You don't want this.
A stretch where outside art.
Or like that D&D guy, or that World of Warcraft guy. You think you want this, but you don't.
With other creators,
With WoW Classic, that you think you want that, but you don't.
No longer felt unique. So they wrapped it up. Ryan Brown, who had been working on Tales, was moved to.
Yeah, just Tales Volume 2 is tough because it's other than Volume 5, like it was the longest run, if I recall. I mean, 72 issues, and there's great stories in there. Some of it's great reads, and it actually fits. Some parts even fill in parts of Volume 1. Like there's a Return to New York 1.5. I think it's issue 70, maybe. I could be wrong about that.
Any artwork done by
but it's
automatically pre-approved.
Yeah.
That's why Brian and Steve did so much of it. Meanwhile, Kevin and Peter, the original creative duo, weren't doing much creative. They were drowning in contracts, hiring lawyers by the truckload to keep up with the business demands as the Turtles exploded across the globe.
Oh, that one's a San Diego Comic-Con previews exclusive. Wow.
Kevin and Peter were making a fortune off their creation. Something their hero, Jack Kirby, rarely had the chance.
I try.
And in that sense,
I try to
Peter
impart
Brown.
knowledge when I can.
Unfortunately, some fans were not thrilled. To understand why.
All right,
you gotta
guys,
look at where
I've
comics
done enough
were.
fucking around, I think.
The industry had changed. After the success of
I'll be
the
hanging in the
Giant
Discord
Giant
after I'm going to organize and start packing everyone's stuff. It'll be out first thing on Monday. Really appreciate all the support tonight, guys. This is a great show.
Even some big publishers.
You know, even if we never sold a thing, I would have had a blast and run this long. It's always great chilling with you guys. You guys are some of my best friends in the world, for sure. My real life friends are jelly of how much I like my online turtle friends.
Evolving into legit young adult reading material. No longer just for kids. And the Turtles were.
Oh yeah, no worries there, dude. I'm happy to do that stuff, and I've got all day tomorrow to pack it too. I just like to get ahead, and I'm excited to pick out all your bonuses. You don't understand how much fun I have picking out bonuses. Like it's like 25-35% of my fun with this. So yeah. Just like getting your guys' messages, being like, "Thank you for the thing," or "That was," you know what I mean? Like that's almost like, yeah.
Mirage's licensees like Palladium too. Once the cartoon.
All right, Kodiak. We'll see if I can not give you a bonus. You guys hear that? He said, "Don't send him a bonus." Oh, that was pretty funny. Isn't that cute? What a cute guy. Don't send me a bonus. He doesn't need it, but we're gonna do it. Love you guys.